And we are live, you guys. Woohoo! Back! Back again. It's been a while. Because illness sucks. Oh, there are cats in the background. They're just chasing each other. I freaking love it. Everyone's just going to be watching the back of Ulrin scream the wall behind him. Hi, guys. We're all a little weird today, and several of us are sick or something going on. So you'll have to forgive us if we're a little wacky. And also, you're gonna notice there's a new face on the bottom of the screen. So hi everyone, welcome back to the Adventures of the STDs. I am Hallie, your DM. We are missing our bard, our Dwarven bard Volkar today, unfortunately, with some illness, but Ulrin is going to be Jaegering him. So if there is a battle, assume that there probably will be, because we have a guest! Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. Yay, our first guest! Yay! So Sam is going to come in at an appropriate time in the plot, probably fairly quickly. We'll see what happens here. Just to recap, because it has been a hot second. Why are you shaking your head, Oren? I don't know what's going on.
We're not going to the ruins ever.
Oh, okay, well then the world is going to burn. Unfortunately.
Hey, it's cold
on me.
It's cold outside, you guys. I think we need a little heat.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
So,
Off
of that horrible segue.
Just settle down and become farmers. It's fine.
There you go.
What is happening? Ulrin's supposed to be our sensible adult. Stop.
Sorry, I drank last night. I can't.
This group, you can stop telling yourself that there exists. None of us are sensible adults.
Oh, boy.
None of us.
None of us, yeah.
I've already lost complete control.
Players ain't carrying.
All right, you have control again.
I
apologize.
No, I know to never, ever apologize. It's fantastic. Off of that, actually, what Ulrin is alluding to is the fact that they might have screwed up a while back and let loose Ralashaz, an old god that they've discovered, was part of the original pantheon to Exandria, who was killed by one of his clerics or priests or warriors. You don't know, you haven't really discovered that, and Ralashaz decided to do what he does best and incite chaos, and he set Kymal on fire. So that happened. There was a giant battle in the middle of the street. You guys tried to fight him because he did kind of teleport right in the middle of you guys. He wrecked your shop a little bit, and then he disappeared, along with a figure in something you guys now know as the War Pride armor, which is what Naraxis is hunting for. And you have talked to the Council of Taldore. They first were very angry about you guys maybe causing some problems. And they have charged you with going to the Ruins of Torthil. It's south of Kymal, about a day and a half journey. You will be provided with horses. And the reason they want you to go there is that some of the scouts that can't talk, sent down that way, saw Ralashaz in the body of Camion, a tiefling, open up the ground in the ruins and disappear below with an army of Ravager orcs and other strange demonic creatures. You guys have rested. You are deciding what to do. You are on a time limit. What do you want to do? Silence.
Yeah.
As everyone
Right.
stares at each other.
Where exactly are we? Sorry, it's evening right now?
Yeah,
Or
you guys
night or
actually,
morning?
it's the next day. You guys have woken up.
Okay.
I wanted you guys to be rested, and you have decisions to make as far as what you do. There was some talk about sending out some messages to allies to see if they could be of assistance.
Yeah, we've got the 35 men that they told us they could get here, and more if we had more time, but we don't have more time.
There are soldiers available. There are council soldiers who were trained by Topher Bertoris who can go with you south, but that's more like an escort kind of a thing.
Is there anyone we really want to get here before we go? Like, a person or
I mean,
several.
your monster killing buddies will probably be.
They would. I'm just worried how fast they can get here. But
Weren't they in town? A couple of them.
well, we parted with. Oh, those dudes, you mean? Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea. If like Norexa suggests that, Hazel would probably go to them because we know where they are and ask them, "Hey, wanna go to war with us? I brought cookies."
This is like the end of Dragon Age, where you guys are trying to gather your allies.
Who did we not piss off?
Exactly. There you go. Teresa and Yorick, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The director of the Claret Order and her right hand. You go knock on their door, and they're not there.
Damn it.
The house is abandoned. There is, however, a parchment stuck to the dining room table. And you remember the furniture here is all rickety with a dagger through it. And you see your name on the parchment.
I like take it and read it while I eat the cookies that I did actually bring.
Fair
so.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's basically a note saying that they are meeting up with Mizrae and Camilla, and it sounds like they're on the trail of these lichen-killing bastards, and that they may reach out and send word to you that they want to be able to notify you of where they're at and to watch your back.
All right, so they're busy.
Little bit.
I
Little bit.
go back and tell that to the group. Sorry, guys. No. Probably no additional blood magic in this one. Anyone want a cookie?
Yes, please.
I think like Noraxis is in his element. Like sat there, there's like pieces of, and there's like lists, and it's getting supplies organized, and like where might we be able to get people? Like it's all like laid out like an actual,
everywhere.
like an actual war. It's like this. Like, okay, right, okay. And he just like as soon as you say it, he just strikes a line through these like two names. Like okay,
Cross
don't have
off the
them.
list.
And like two pieces of paper just get scrunched up and thrown away because they've got their names. Well, can't do that one. And just like
where is my stuff? I've lost all of my notes. Oh no, come back. Ulrin, as you guys are doing all of this, there's actually, and I'm assuming you're in the mansion?
Probably.
to sleep. Yeah.
Okay. There's
Yeah.
a knock on the mansion door.
Am I the only one that hears it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Everyone else is kind of running
Is
around.
is there a peephole in the mansion door
No.
that I can like look out?
Well, you're kind of baffled as to how someone is even doing that.
I open the door. Yeah, they can't come in unless they're loud. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I'll open the door.
Okay. It's Drake Thunderbrand is standing outside.
Uh,
Kind of worried. Look on his face.
Is everything all right, Drake?
You got somewhere in this thing we can chat for a sec?
Sure. I suppose we can go to my forge if you'd like.
Yeah,
I
that'll
don't
work,
know if-
actually.
All right. I guess come on in. I'm not quite sure how this whole deal works.
He
I
just
think
walks
you
in.
can come in. Okay,
He's
good.
just right by
I was-
you.
I was like, I wasn't sure if I had to or if Hazel had to because
it's like a
Hazel's...
vampire, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you've
he
let
just
him
comes
now
in and
now
he's
we're all
kinda-
doomed.
He's looking around. He sees Noraxis doing his red string theory over there with different things happening, and he's just like,
A whole-
right, okay.
whole military campaign
What's-
just on the wall. Like,
He does stop all of you as you guys are running around the mansion doing all of this, and he says, so we've got a couple. I'm here for two reasons. One is a general note just to all of you that it's only been about 24 hours since this guy's been out in the world. We're already getting reports of earthquakes happening.
Ew.
So if you plan on heading down there, you might want to hustle, because things are only. We're also getting reports as far north as Whitestone that people are succumbing to some kind of madness. People digging out their own eyes, pulling out their hair. Council's in a bit of an uproar.
Look, right. He's just like pointing at the wall, like, we are getting organized. Like, look at all the things.
I see that. Craghammer's been... Oren. Oh, that's a very American thing there. Jesus Christ. Hey. Also, guys, just as a note from all of us, don't be dicks. We just don't. Yeah. Don't be dicks. Okay. He kind of gives you an overview. Like, the reports are widespread. It seems to be sticking to the continent right now, and they have already alerted Wildmount and Marquette that there could be problems, and there are lots of questions.
I mean, you're on the council.
Well,
how many people can you get, and how fast can you get them? The only two questions I need answers.
We're still in recovery from the Chroma Conclave. Things are still... It takes a long time to build. We lost thousands of people to Thordak. So,
I don't have time for it. He just crosses out another thing and throws it on the floor.
Listen, and this is partially what and he motions to you, Alrin. He says, "Can we the Craghammer thing? Can we chat for a sec?"
Oh, the forge is right down there.
Perfect.
Don't
He
mind.
follows you down.
Alrin, if they have soldiers, we need them. I don't care what you have to do. And he just goes
All right,
dribbling.
I'll do my best.
Amazing. Okay, so you guys go down to the forge. He looks around and kind of nods. And so, a couple of things. You asked me about news from home before. I don't go back that often. I'm not a big fan anyways. Thought you might want to know a couple of things. Your parents have stepped out of the day-to-day running of the forge. Looks like they're backing away from the family business. I don't know if it was done on their decision or if it's your cousin or what's going on there. Your dad seems happier. He and I had a little chat. Looks like they're setting up a stall down in Merchant's Row, and they're doing some kind of import-export. So they're okay. They seem fine.
Why would they step away from the forge? There's...
You know, I can do a lot of things, but I don't know. They seem happier. I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, who's running it now?
Your cousin, whose name I just lost. Oh no! DM fail. The one that we talked about before, that he had
He's
mentioned.
my cousin.
Assholes
we have on this ship.
Remember his name, but shoot, I lost it in my notes. I'll find it later. The one that I had mentioned though, that Drake had told you about, and it's like a distant cousin. Wasn't really attached to the business before, but is definitely ambitious, and he's also attached to those weapons, those soul-forged weapons that have been coming out of the family forge that the Claret Order has been using. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that made the sword for...
Well, you don't know if he made it, because according to what you know about this guy, and again, distant cousin, like, you've never really interacted with him much over the years, other than, like, the family Christmas party that you can't go to anymore.
Oh, yeah.
family
Awkward Thanksgivings.
Winter Crest party, awkward family things. Ambitious, kind of weaselly, but not skilled. Not skilled in the way of the forge. So you have no idea where he would have found somebody to make these kinds of weapons.
Not really good news.
I mean...
You said they're doing fine? Like they're happy with it?
They seem to be. I was talking to... So I go over to Merchant's Row, right? And I'm talking to your dad, because I kind of wandered over there and I see him, he's lifting boxes and he's moving stuff around, and your mom is directing people to help her set up the stall and everything. We had a little chat. I was trying to be casual about it. Thank you, Alicia. Nice putting
I had
rules.
forgotten.
No,
Yep.
it's all good. And he said that they he's starting to import just like fine goods, like tapestries and vases and that kind of thing, because there's always a need for that stuff down in Craghammer. He seemed to be perfectly pleased.
All right, that's weird.
Yeah,
I guess I will
thought so.
check that out.
Okay. You may want to... When's the last time you talked to either one of them?
The last time I was in Craghammer,
Okay.
the right before I left. So
Then I'm going to give you this. And he drops in your hand a very beautiful silver symbol of the Allhammer. It's from your mom. And you recognize it as a family heirloom. It's one of those things that, parents give to their kids or are willed to their children. Yeah, and it's been in the family for generations. I don't know what it means. She just kind of handed it to me, and so.
all right.
This next one, you're gonna want to sit down for.
All right. I'll sit down.
Okay. He sits down, pulls a flask out of his belt, sets it in front of you. He goes, so, the whole thing with Ellie. All right. So, mushroom fields, right? All that. I did some digging. Well, maybe you don't know. When you get sent there, it's mostly to your demise. People don't come back. A handful of people have. I followed up on a couple people who've come back. A couple of them are actually with the Endless Patrols. And you know what this is. These are folks who either because they were from a criminal background or who have a righteous cause join the Endless Patrols, and they are the ones who patrol the bottom slab to the Underdark. Think Legion of the Dead in Dragon Age.
Gotcha.
Once you join, it's for life. You die on the Endless Patrols. He says, talk to a couple of them. One guy, can't remember his name, real happy on the Endless Patrols. He feels like he's doing something right. He was one of those, he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, basically, and got tossed in the mushroom fields, came back, joined the Endless Patrols. But he's not right in the head. They're just not quite the same when they come back from the fields. So there's more down there than burning fungus, all right? So if she's alive, there's a decent chance that she's not the same person you remember. I just want you to keep that in mind. And maybe It's good, maybe it's hopeful, maybe she's all right, but...
So you haven't heard anything or
people go
heard any word of how she's doing down there?
No. Honestly, because the Endless Patrols do go in there and pull bodies out, they've not found a body that matches her description.
Gotcha.
So she's made her way to the surface, which, if I was going to put money down on it, she made her way out. I mean, she was always wily, but I just didn't want you to be unprepared.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Right. Okay, let's, he just kind of, he looks a little rattled, which is unusual for him. Do me a favor. You find this fucker under the ruins, you fucking kill him. We can't go through another travesty again. were barely put back together after Thordak. Just, we're doing what we can, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If anyone can do it, I believe that my companions here, I think we've got the right power to do it, so. And if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right, so. You can trust it.
I'm not worried. Don't sell yourself short, though. He claps you on the shoulder and, okay, back to business then. And he exits. All right. Anybody want to do anything else before you guys set out?
Depends how long time we have.
Well,
Not a lot.
not a
Not a
lot.
lot, so probably not.
I think we should just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've prepared my weapons and everything. There's.
We need Topher's people. Anything they've got for either making light or seeing in the dark, because going into caves, that's going to be a problem. If any of them are coming with us, something to cover their nose and mouth from the stinky devils. They're my main,
the soldiers are prepared as best as possible. It's mostly and you can tell Neuraxis from just kind of looking them over as Topher is giving them orders. They are fighters. So you will have people very good with blades and bows. Not a lot of magic users.
That's...
You also
that's
do know
right.
that there are druid clans in the area near the ruins who have been working with the Lyceum, because the Lyceum, up until a few months ago, was actually trying to excavate the ruins. The Ruins of Torthil are known because it's a mile-wide cluster of broken stone, salted earth, and a single obsidian monument to the death of Warren Drassig, who was a very infamous and terrible figure in Tal'Dorei history. The earth is salted because it was also the site of a huge war that involved demons. And the village was destroyed out of vengeance by Warren's son Neminar, and the ruins now only house broken foundations of the town, and the whole area tends to attract undead spirits and unsavory creatures. But it is surrounded by the Ivyheart Thicket, which includes they're actually to the northern part of it, near the throne of the Arkheart, are mostly druid clans of elves and half-elves. The other druid clans in the area are a mix of folks.
Should we go talk to the druids before we go to the ruins?
Probably worthwhile. I mean, Alicia, do you think anyone from the Lyceum would volunteer? Is there anyone around?
Not that I know, not close and personal, no. Like, the only ones I know, I don't think they're in Amon.
Mm.
Unless Haley has someone she can remind me of that I forgot.
And your only real ties back to the Lyceum are Allura, Flux, and Leora.
Flux.
Because
Yeah,
you're not
no,
a
don't worry.
Lyceum student.
No, I'm not.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she's from Wild.
Pansophical can't squeeze any.
Pansophical's doing what they can, but you also, because of that interaction you guys had with the council and the way that they reacted to Yurik in particular, they are allies. They are not necessarily, everyone's going to work for a common cause, but they also have their own agendas. And they are joining forces out of necessity at this point. There are lots of people swarming to different areas, but you also have massive earthquakes, fires, and people going mad at this point, so resources are strained.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys pack up your stuff. Ulrin with me. I need to see what we're working with. And he heads off to find the group of soldiers wherever they're getting prepared.
Okay. They're actually on the Margrave's estate grounds. Or not the estate grounds, sorry, the keep. They're at the keep on the western side of the city. And sorry, I looked at the wrong note. And yeah, they're out there. They are loading up. They're loading for bear, essentially. It's lots of them are in plate armor. And Topher sees the two of you and nods and motions you over.
Topher.
We need to go. Men are itching to fight something, and they know that their job is to keep everybody off of your back.
What do you mean we? You coming with us?
No.
They're good to go, right?
Yeah, they're good to go. This is that elite force that she had mentioned she has. She can only give you so many, and actually had to peel a few more off to send them back to Iman because an earthquake hit outside the city.
All right. You know these people better than I do. I want 3 teams. I need pikes, I need shields, and I need bows. And the ones with shields better be damn good with a sword. Point out your 5 best, and we've got something that might just change the balance.
Yeah, she gives you all of that. They are finely armored. Their weapons are, this is a good group of soldiers that she's been working with.
Oren, I need the swords, the good swords. Those 5.
All right.
The Marilith swords?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I mean, I've got 1.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing that might be weird, Naraxis, his axe is bamfed out. He doesn't have it. He's got a shield and one of those long swords.
Okay. A little different. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you see the one guy especially, and it's interesting because he pulls the visor on his helmet back, and you see another Dragonborn. You see actually a silver Dragonborn, and he nods at you. You don't recognize him. He doesn't even, and now that you're kind of looking at him closely, looks to be a Ravenite. And he nods to his companion, and she lifts her visor. And even stranger, something that's almost non-existent in Dragonborn genetics, they are twins.
If you live, maybe you can keep them. He just holds out the sword.
Yeah, they take them, spin them around, clash them together, and just nod. They're wicked looking things too. It's like big square blades with jagged edges. They're mean looking.
You know, if you got those, you're going to be at the front.
Not a problem.
Don't you forget it. You show the rest of them exactly what we can do.
Already done.
He just thumps his chest in the salute.
Yeah, they return the gesture. It's a weird moment, Naraxis, and at the same time, you don't doubt for a second that these two know what they're doing. They have that sinewy look to them that they've been training since they were young.
Lauren, if you got any more of those silver arrows, it's that group in the corner.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know whether it'll help, but I mean, stands a better chance against demons than whatever the hell they're carrying now. So just don't waste them.
Please don't shoot me with them.
Oh, jeez. Topher's getting antsy at this point. She's like, you guys need to go because the longer that you wait, at this point it's hourly where we're getting reports that things are going bad.
Yeah, we're just like we deal out the stuff, and then it's just waiting for the others to finish packing and like catch
Okay.
us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll like also join the guys like once we're finished in the mansion.
Okay.
And I have 60 silver arrows, so I don't know
Nice.
how that.
Nice.
If you want to keep track of that, or
Yeah, I'll put it in there. That changes some things. It'll be fine.
There are 10 archers, if that helps. If that makes the math
Alright.
easier.
It very much does.
Hey. Alrighty. Okay. Math. Okay. You guys are given horses. Good, strong war horses that can actually run for quite some time. They're armored. And with the horses, it'll probably take you can probably reach the ruins by nightfall. Now, whether you want to do that or not is up to you.
If we leave the city on the horses, then I'll whistle to my new free companions to join us on the road.
That's right. Okay.
Probably, like, like if we're riding, they'll stick to the woods, but so I can see them close to me.
Okay. Yeah, they did not enter the city with you. They waited out in the surrounding wilderness. But if they see you approach and you call to them, they will come out. You guys, the only one who saw this was Elysia. So Ulrin, Neuraxis, and Volkar actually see. Suddenly, Hazel has 3 wolves.
Raxus, you can add 3 more fighters to your list.
oh,
There, wait a minute, I'll give you the names. The one down there on the left is called
no.
Caramel. This one over there is Fluffles. And the one in the front is Crimson Fang.
Oh my god.
that okay. That escalated quickly.
Don't worry, they're with
Sweet and
us.
delicious to
Just-
bloodthirsty. Got it.
Don't panic the horses. Just...
No, don't worry, they'll stick to it. They're not even like real wolves, I think. Or like, they're semi-real. I'm not sure how it works. They were given to me by my god. It's fine. Who might also be my dad, but who knows? Just add them to the list.
we
They'll stick close to me, though, most of the time, I think. They shouldn't, like... I'll take care of commanding them.
oh yep. We'll talk about this when the world's not in danger. Elysia, did she say her dad is a... Like, I heard that, right?
I heard that too, and I have no idea what's happening.
Fine, guys. Priorities. Come on.
Oh.
Come on,
Sure,
Fluffles.
let's-
Don't fall behind.
If we can hit the
Amazing.
forest by nightfall and see if we can't get some druids with us take a night and push in. Any objections?
Sounds good. Follow your lead, Neuraxis.
Oh, this is going to be a bloody mess. And he just like rides off towards the front, away from people. Like, oh god.
The road south of Kymal is known as the Wildwood Byway, and it's a well-worn trade route. And as you guys head out, it doesn't take long because you start to pass several traders and caravans along this road. You're less worried about being attacked on the open road, and you eventually have your thoughts drift to what you will find or won't find upon reaching the ruins of Torthil. It's roughly half a day on horseback. And as day passes and you get further and further away from Kymal, the fewer traders you start to see, and the road starts to turn into wilderness. Hazel, at your command, the wolves dart off into the woods, and one of them eventually brings you back a rabbit that it caught. It's just kind of like, bleh, drops it at your horse's feet, like a cat.
Good job, Caramel. Good girl. I put it with the rations.
Okay. It's a little mangled. Okay. And the soldiers are spread out. You guys are a big party. So that's something to keep in mind because you're not going to be able to stealth. There's no way.
We never do. We never
You never do anyways. This is true. What was I thinking?
Wait, there's So there's what, like 30 odd of them and us.
Mm-hmm. It's a big group.
Would we all fit in the mansion? It feeds like 100 people, doesn't it?
Yeah, you guys
Or
could
is that
go in
like the
there.
proper?
Holy crap!
How big's the cabin compared to the actual spell?
That might
I
be
mean, even
tough.
if we can just like use the kitchen to like, not they don't have to sleep in it, but at least they can have a proper hot meal.
You could do that.
Do they all fit in the mansion? I mean,
Probably not.
I don't know.
well,
Hazel, you would
I don't know
know
in this edition.
instinctually, because it's yours technically, you can only build so much. And you're almost
would I have
maxed
a
out
rough
on
idea
space.
how many people I can
You could
fit
probably
in?
get half of them in there. If
Alright.
you rotated watch out, you could probably do that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I've got a lot of cookies to make.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They do need proper food. Like they're actually in the kitchen. Like no, we need actual like.
So
Don't
you
worry, they'll get other
guys-
food too,
Meat,
but to boost
potatoes, like
morale,
proper-
Alexis, come on.
You guys get within. How close do you want to get to the ruins? I think is my
Well, it's
question.
The druids are in like. Are they in the woods that are
In the
right next to it?
surrounding woods, but as you approach, that's why I'm asking, because you can stay back. You could camp right on top of the ruins. It's up to you.
I think we want to be back from the ruins.
How far?
I mean, it's like village that was all knocked down, and then a
Right.
gap, and then tree line, right? So I guess
Right.
probably in the trees. So if someone comes out, pops out of the ground,
Okay.
they're not going to immediately see the tent.
Okay, so a couple 100 yards off. Got it. The soldiers that are with you are not used to the whole mystical mansion thing, and several of them are like, I'm good, and start pitching tents. That's what they're trained to do.
I still bring cookies to them and
They're
like
very
hot tea
grateful.
and stuff.
Like you can have a hot meal. It's more secure than being out here. But some of you are going to have to be out here anyway. So
Yeah, and they'll take orders. You're essentially in charge of them, Neuraxis. So whatever it is you need them to do, they're gonna listen.
I want half the watch on the ruins and half the watch in the woods. Not that I think these druids are going to attack us, but if they're going to come and talk, I want to know that they're coming. And you come and wake me, and one of the others, dealer's choice.
They're like, but are you sleeping in the mansion? Because that's weird.
If you were given a choice on any campaign you have been on, between warm and dry and well-fed, or one of those, you tell me what you would pick. For
I'd still
morale
sleep in-
alone.
I'd still sleep in the tent. Guy you're talking to is a big burly dwarf. This is a veteran. This guy has seen some shit. He's got scars. I
You
like
can't
the
have
tent.
a point.
I can't get snuck up on in there.
No one can come in there that we don't invite.
Yeah, I don't understand what that means.
That's fine. You sleep where you're comfortable. So used to Dragonborn being like, yeah, so wizards and soldiers. That's like magic's not weird. We lived in a floating island. Like,
This is true.
and now it's that moment of like, oh yeah, not everyone lived in like floating cities and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
hmm,
Some of us just lived underground.
yeah, like,
Could everybody, while you guys are doing all of this, could everybody roll perception checks for me?
Roll a what?
Roll a what?
Perception.
Perception.
My passive is like 19.
Yeah.
not bad.
Not one.
Oh
That's very
no!
good. Where are we?
Bad.
Yay! Like
Section 25.
Okay.
9.
9. What did you get, Alrin? Oh shit! Yeah, Alrin and Araxis
26.
immediately, with those high rolls, you guys over a ridge to the northeast, about 150 yards away, you start hearing hoofbeats. And along the ridge, as night has fallen, you guys start to see, you think at first they're horses, And then you realize as you're standing there looking that they have human torsos. And it's a really interesting moment because as you guys start to look, everyone else is looking, and you hear oh, it's the herd's meat. And the kind of rough-looking dwarf you were talking to, Neuraxis, goes, haven't seen that in a while. And you guys watch as these centaurs start just like running in circles, and they're shouting and laughing and jumping around like little kids in a field. And they don't seem to take any notice of you. If they have, they don't seem bothered. And you start to actually see, as the sun sets completely and night falls, there are little lights that pop up around them, like dancing lights. And they're running with the lights, and there's hundreds of them galloping in this pattern. It's this really cool sight. It's not anything any of you have seen before. And eventually, after several minutes, someone yells out. One of them yells out and points, and they all start running off in that direction.
Elysia,
Yes.
that horse has a face.
It does, Neuraxis, it does.
Most horses do have faces.
Yeah.
No, I mean
All horses
like a
have faces, Neuraxis. What the
like
hell?
a person face. He's like, don't look at me like I'm weird.
Someone do
We
a
don't
history
have
check
whatever
for
the hell
me. Someone do a
thing
history
is
check for
going
me.
Would I know
history?
what centaurs are from like my time in the woods?
Yes,
18.
absolutely. Elysia and Hazel, roll them both with advantage, please.
Advantage?
Yeah.
21.
Hey.
21.
Like, I have no reason to know what these are. I was just like,
No, this is weird, Neuraxis.
Ooh.
Should I roll for Volcar or?
Yeah, with his bardic. 19, okay.
You said history, right?
History, yeah. You guys are rolling good today. Oh shit, 20. Okay. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it doesn't take any of you long to realize that the herd's meet is what happens on the northern part of the Ivyheart Thicket. It is a yearly meeting of the centaurs, and you were also told that the centaurs and the ravagers don't get along well, and the herd's meet is usually heavily protected by the druids in the area because the ravagers have been attacking the herd's meet year after year with increasing aggression. So it looks like they're doing some kind of... You don't know exactly what they're doing right now. It looks like they're playing around and having fun, and then they took off. It's a very unusual sight. And you guys have been to the Feywild, and this is still something that most of you have just never seen before. But it's pretty cool.
It was really pretty. Did they take off because like it looked like it was just over, or because they saw something and headed towards it?
Didn't look like panic. Does it look like they were being called away?
are they like friendly?
If you're nice to them,
yeah.
yeah.
As long as you don't bother them, I think they're friendly.
I used to chat with a couple in the woods where I lived. They were pretty cool dudes.
Hmm.
Do we see any druids nearby? Since they're watching over
You
them.
want to do perception?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I get advantage if I try to
Nope.
yell and hear? 17.
17. You don't see anything. You catch on the night wind the faintest whiff of fur. Very faint. From far off. It smells like damp cat fur. Which you would be familiar with.
Like, as in, does it smell like a lichen creature or like an animal?
Not sure. It's too faint to it's just one of those things where you get that, like, it's like when you get that whiff of a certain cologne or perfume and it reminds you of something, but you can't recall what.
Axe body spray. Or
Gross.
a prepubescent teenage boy.
Oh God,
Yeah,
no!
Link's
Please
Africa.
don't!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
No!
Yep.
I
No.
smell something interesting. Does anyone want to come and check it out?
I want to come, but I probably
You. Right.
So you
keep
also
an eye
can't
on-
see in the
We
dark.
can take Fluffles with us. He'll protect us.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oren, Alicia.
Really
No.
bad.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
staying. Are we? Does
No,
the
I want
mansion up?
to. Wait, are we gonna go to sleep?
Mansion's
Because I'm
up.
staying then.
Okay.
You're in charge until we get back. Just
I'm gonna stay.
don't
Should
let
I
them
stay
kill
or should I
anything
go?
they shouldn't.
I feel like
or
I should
vice
go.
versa.
It's up to
keep
you
the
guys.
cookies coming.
I
I'm
think
staying
it's me and
because I want
Hazel.
to do something if I'm
Alright.
alone.
I just feel a
Okay.
bit nervous, and the woods are so close. I feel like I just want to like go and
I'll go
check
too.
it out a bit. Like,
Okay.
I like being out in the
So
forest.
Alicia's gonna stay. I'm assuming Volkar's gonna stay.
Yeah, he'll stay.
Okay.
He can keep them distracted with music and stuff, so they
Yeah,
start
it's-
that's
shooting
actually what I
things
was
thinking.
without
That's
anyone.
Probably what he's
Spirit.
doing. He's probably just singing for the soldiers, and they're probably just getting him riled up and getting him just,
Drunk.
So he's just singing, drinking songs like, like. And this next one comes from Aman, the story of the fall of the Chroma Conclave.
Yeah, and after the other side left, Alicia will probably just like sneak into her room in the mansion.
Okay.
If you want to do
Let's-
my first, or
You might as well go and do yours. Do you think?
Yeah, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
try and scry on someone,
Fuck. All right.
on my mom,
Oh
Oh.
shit.
because I got scry last session.
Okay. Okay. So I'm so excited right now. And I have no poker face. All right. So there's a save for that. Right?
Read the spell. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it.
Okay.
Half their chromosomes.
It was terrible to read the saves in the. I'm gonna find the spell in the book because reading them in
just to be because it's a complicated spell, so it's worth looking at closely to be safe. Not Spencer's floating disc.
alphabet.
Okay.
Where's us?
Okay, so you have first-hand knowledge. Do you have anything of her?
I had a picture, I think, of them.
Okay, so it's a -2 on the save modifier.
Yeah.
So this scrying's expensive. Do you have the focus?
Oh yeah, didn't have focus. I was gonna ask Laura about that, but I forgot.
Yeah, if you don't have
that
the
was
focus,
what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then I can't.
it's one of those things where you guys are now running into expensive spells.
Yeah,
And
was
the
that?
focus
That
has
was what I
to
was
be
gonna
worth-
do. I knew it was something I forgot.
Okay, all right. You can always
Yeah.
write to her. I mean, and if you
Yeah,
want.
then I'm
do
gonna like
that.
write to Laura and see if she has anything when I realize that I can't do it anyways.
So she rolled
Um,
natural 20. So yes, she does have something that she can send you, but she has to do it in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
then I'll wait.
Okay.
And
She's gonna
Go
send
back
you.
and
She
try
tells
and-
you it's a light green crystal about the size
Yeah.
of like a softball. Not that
Yeah.
they have softball, but for your reference, that
Yeah.
she'll send you. Okay.
Then I'm gonna
Okay.
do that.
And she tells you to not be to be on this plane, otherwise she can't find you.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are investigating the scent.
The scent.
I'm mostly just using it a bit as an excuse to take a walk through the woods at night to like calm my nerves and
Okay. Are your wolves with you?
a bit away from the hustle and bustle of the camp.
Okay.
But I am following the scent.
Yeah, you trail it kind of roughly in the direction where the centaurs went. and you follow it for about a half a mile, and then you reach a small creek, and it kind of fades out. Go ahead and do a survival check for me.
Natural 1, re-rolling.
Halflings.
That's a 2.
Oh no!
Yay, you did better.
This
That's
is
an 8 altogether. Why do I always roll
clearly-
so bad on the
Oh,
things I'm supposed to be
man.
good at?
Okay, so with that, this is clearly a watering hole for local wildlife. Lots of deer tracks. You see a couple of you see some wolf tracks. One of your wolves kind of starts sniffing along the bank, and then you're like, hey, get your nose out of that wolf poop. And then because they're wolves, and but you don't, and the scent dies here.
I think I lost it, guys.
Okay.
Sure is pretty here, though.
Okay.
Well, it's worth a shot.
And-
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hello. And
Up in the trees above you, there's a rustle. And then you see a branch dip. And there's a moment of silence. And then in the next tree, another branch dips. And you just watch this progression kind of as it goes down the creek bed through the trees. But the foliage here is so thick that you can't make anything out.
Going away from us or
Yeah.
like circling us?
Nope, just headed off in a direction.
should we?
And it's alright, and we're going to go to sleep, so like I think I'm just gonna turn to Norexus and Orin and be like, alright guys, try to keep up. And then I turn into my were form and I go down, which you've never really seen Hazel do, but I go down on all fours, which I rarely do, and just take off after whatever it is that is right away.
Okay.
Norexus just taps the helmet and runs after you.
Ah, for the love of shit. No, that's fine. I'll just trot along behind you.
His dwarf and heavy armor just
Dwarven heavy armor, 30 feet. No, 25 feet.
25?
Oh, no, that's fine. Don't worry about me. I'll just bring up the rear.
Could I carry Ulrin on my back like I do Elijah?
Yes.
Is he too heavy?
You
Okay,
could.
great. And like once I turn around and see Ulrin like starting to like, then I'll just do a quick turn and like grab him with my mouth without like biting him or something in the neck and just wanna throw him in the air and like onto my back.
Oh, God.
Orin, you have never been grabbed so gently and yet at the same time with so many teeth.
Hazel? Oh god, Hazel, don't bite. Oh god.
And you guys, what's your speed, Hazel? In that form?
It's 40 feet.
40
in
feet.
my-
Okay, with him, we're going to cut it down to 30. He is heavy. With the armor thing, get you.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm self-conscious about my heavy
Don't wear
armor.
so much fucking armor, man.
Hey, I can't judge.
Neuraxis is ahead of you. Problem is, Neuraxis, you don't have the instincts that she does. So you're in a general direction, but you kind of need her to guide you along. You guys watch the trees, and then eventually the movement, after about, 100 or so feet, stops. And you just see two eyes looking at you guys.
I have 50 feet
Oh,
because
shit.
it
Okay.
increased when I reached level 7 in my transformed state.
That's right. Okay, so you and if Neuraxis slows down just a touch,
Yeah,
you
like
guys
I'm not going to
can
leave
keep
them
pace.
behind.
Oh, you're so fast, Norexus! Jesus.
Just taps the helmet again. Like,
You and helmets.
That was one time, maybe two. That's not the point. He looks.
Hold on tight, Ulrin.
No.
You have to like grab handfuls of fur.
Beware low branches. Better duck.
Ow. Oh.
I told you to duck.
Just like leaves in his beard.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, there are eyes now up above you. Kind of a dark gold.
Like no hands going nowhere near the sword. Like open palms. Like hello.
Hello.
We can see you.
We can see.
We can see you. Yeah, they just blink a couple of times, and then they disappear.
Damn it. You should have said blink once if you're friendly, blink twice if you're not.
You hear rustling off in the trees in the distance.
We just want to talk about.
Very nice. Do you like cookies?
Someone make a persuasion check, but do it with disadvantage.
Go on, Araxis.
Yeah, I
Got it.
with disadvantage.
Mhm. Yeah, you're a hybrid tiger, a armored dwarf, and a helmeted dragonborn.
That is true.
You guys don't look friendly.
Could I use guidance on Naraxis to give him a plus?
I mean, it's not.
Sure.
Or no?
I'll allow it.
I mean, it's not terrible. I've got a
Okay, well then no. I'm not.
Okay.
17
17.
total. No.
No, it's not enough. It doesn't. Your words just kind of fade out into the night. The rustling eventually disappears. Whether you were being watched or scouted, or someone was just curious.
Guess they don't want to talk to us.
We can try again tomorrow. I mean, they have just as much reason to hate the Ravagers as we do. Let's just get some sleep. And he turns around and just wanders.
Okay. Let's go. You okay, Ulrin?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit rustled. I think I might walk if that's alright with you.
Okay.
I'm not quite used to this whole.
Elijah liked it.
Yeah. I prefer to feel my feet firmly on the ground. It's just kind of home for me, you know?
I'll just prestidigitate the leaves out of his beard. Just like
I was about to like take my huge paw and try to like take the leaves out, but I was like, oh, that's probably better.
Wow. Oh man. Okay. Anything else before we move to the next day?
Yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
Could I... So we have the Darkweave cloth in the bag.
Yep.
How much of it do we have? Like, do we have enough to make, like, little scarfy things that you could, like, pull up for, like, breathing protection? Could I, like, manufacture those? Or do we only have enough to make one? Because if we only have enough to make one or two, I wouldn't mind doing that. And would it still benefit from the Darkweave cloth advantage on stealth checks? Like, they could pull it up, kind of like, you know, like, kind of like bandits. You know, they pull it up to cover their mouth and nose. Like that kind of thing, like a neckerchief.
So,
bandanas.
yeah,
what I want to make out
you
of
could
it.
easily fashion that. You
Yeah,
have a
like
bolt
nothing too
of it.
fancy.
Are you just trying to outfit the group?
Yeah, just us for
Okay.
kind of like something to cover our mouths for the stinky dudes. But I don't want to ruin the magical properties of it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So let me.
but
let
I
me think
don't
about this for
know
a
if
second.
it would still benefit from the proficiency in stealth. Or,
Well, that's the
whatever.
question. So the Darkweave cloth is an interesting item. You have a bolt of it.
Yeah.
the cloth itself isn't going to lend you any assistance with the stench kind of a thing.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was like a thicker cloth or because it just says cloth.
Think of it like a satin. It has that kind of flimsy but very pretty property to it. I would... Oh boy, you'd have to roll. I would let you try to... Does everyone have like a cloak or just... I'm assuming if you don't have a magical one, you have a traveling cloak?
I have a magical one.
Okay.
I have a whole spare bedroll because I have the magic one now.
Okay, I was trying to
I
think of
don't
a
know.
way. Yeah, and you can't.
Weird.
You would need time to blend magical cloth together. I was trying to give you a way to fashion that, but you'd need more time.
Yeah, that's fine. If not, I mean, I just want to, or I don't have to use that one. I just want to make some sort of thing.
Sure.
Like probably like the bandit masks or like something you can quickly like pull up. That's like a thick enough cloth.
You could do that, and that would
just gonna be
lower
like,
the
whoop.
DC. Then, yeah, that's fine. You could do that.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Is just something that we would be ready for it.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
like the metal chokers that Percy made. Yeah, for the vampire thing. Okay, yeah, that's totally
exactly.
fair.
Just I mean, not like just it could be any cloth. I was just looking in the bag to see what we had. I don't know. I'd imagine I could just take like an old cloak or something and just tear it up, like my old cloak or something.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Okay.
Okay. That's what I want to do.
Right.
Make enough for the group and a few extras. So.
Okay. So all
however many you think I can make out of an old cloak. So.
Yeah, let me see here. You could probably make about 10.
Sounds good.
Okay. Anything else for anyone?
I would like to go to my room and take out my new alchemist kit and try to make.
Oh shit!
Just nothing fancy really because I don't have the time. But just like okay, so I can make a common healing potion in 1 hour and an uncommon one would take 3 hours from what you told me. So okay, I need sleep. So. I make 1 uncommon one and 2 common ones? Or would
5 hours?
It's probably too long to get a long rest.
Yeah, it is. You could probably... I would say you could either make an uncommon or 3 commons.
I'll make an... which one would... Alright, then I'll make 3 common healing potions.
Okay, you can do that. It's a neat little setup that as you unfold the alchemist kit, it kind of springs to life almost, and you have the little beakers and there's like a compact motor and pestle. There's all this stuff in there, and it's like a little present. You get to fiddle with all the stuff, and which really works for you because you're just like, oh look, all these cool things.
Oh man, I can't wait to experiment with this later, but focus or battle times. Don't mess anything up. They're counting on you. Alright. And I like flip through the pages on how to make potions and like, alright, this goes in here and like that.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, I want to pore over the shadow book for any mention of Ralashars.
Oh.
Because we found some of the other names in there.
You did.
And read about Olidamara after we'd killed him, which would have been
useful. Yeah. Is Alicia giving you a hand with that?
I'll probably help if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm just looking for like any mention of the armor and any mention of Ralashars.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Do it with advantage.
Yeah, great. Flat roll. Okay. 15.
15. Take a couple hours, go through it. You're used to the way this book's laid out now, even though it changes as you guys change things. Some stuff gets added and deleted and all of that. There's one mention And it mentions something about the bones of the world.
There's the world.
About how that is a source of power.
You don't like necromancy? Any idea what that means? Maybe we ask Volkar in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't roll for that. Or
I can definitively tell you you've never heard of that.
then I don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, normally I wouldn't do that, but in this case,
Yeah.
nothing. And Volkar can also tell you he has no idea. Says, but it sounds like bad juju to him.
Yeah, sounds ominous, right?
All right. Anything else? Oh, all right. Morning comes, and you're heading straight to the ruins.
Should we try to get into contact with the druid? Or just go?
Did I get the thing from Alora?
Yeah. When you woke up, it was right there.
Then before I meet everyone else, I'm gonna try and scry my mother. Now that I have the
You
thing,
got it.
and I'm gonna use
So-
my only 5th level spell because. Yep.
Nice. Okay. That makes total sense for the
It makes
character.
sense for the character,
Uh-huh.
not for me, the character.
Nope, it totally does, and I appreciate that. All right, so wisdom save with a -5. Huh, okay. Oh, God, let me look at this again. Scry is tricky.
Yep. It is.
It is, and I want to make sure that I get this right. You can see and hear a particular creature. Okay, so you create an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. Spell lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. The sensor appears, Elysia, as your sight kind of focuses into the spell. And it shakes for a second, and then you're able to see out of this sensor, and it appears in a field. And as you're using the sensor to kind of scan around, it doesn't take but just a second, and you see your mom. She is wearing old, torn clothing. She's already sweating in the early morning sun. Her hands are cracked and dry. And she's using a shovel to dig in the field. And she stops for a second and she pulls a handkerchief out of her little pocket on the front of her tunic. She wipes her brow, looks over, and you see your dad right beside her. They look tired and not injured, but worn. And as they look at each other, you see a human man, big burly guy, come up behind them. Hey, get back to work! And he pulls out a whip and cracks it across your mother's back. She flinches. Right. And starts digging again, but you see her hands shaking on the shovel. And your dad looks completely distraught that he can't do anything. But he goes back to digging too. And as you look past them, the field is full of people in the same condition, doing the same thing. And men and women in leather armor wandering up and down the fields, occasionally just kicking somebody or hitting them or backhanding them. And yelling out commands and vulgarities. and then the spell fades.
Alicia's gonna cry and wait until someone comes and gets her because she is not going down because she is. Yeah.
You guys gather in the morning and Alicia's not there.
I'll go wake her. And I like go up and like knock on her door. Elijah!
She'll probably try and like get herself together and go and open the door, but like her eyes are still like wet from tears, and it's very clear that she has been crying.
Hey.
Hey,
You. Hey.
are we gonna meet now? Oh, okay, I'll be down. And she'll grab her stuff and yeah.
I think
Like-
I'll just like I just give her a hug when she...
She'll hug you back, but then like quickly try and like get herself together and wipe the tears off and go downstairs. And like try and not show anything, but she's hurt inside. It affected her way more than she thought it would, but yeah.
I won't say anything, I'll just stick close to her.
The soldiers are awaiting commands.
Alright, pack it up. We're gonna circle around through the woods and come at them from another side just in case they see where we've been.
All right. So as you guys pack up, there's that tension. Neuraxis is used to it. He's very familiar with that moment right before the unknown. Right before the oh shit, what's gonna happen? But the soldiers you have are professionals. They're hardened veterans, and they don't show anything at all. And you're grateful for that. As you guys approach the ruins, the road kind of narrows, and there's a path to the right that diverts in the proper direction. And up ahead, you see the jagged, broken stones of the remnants of the village jutting up from the ground. The dirt, as you get closer, starts to show streaks of gray-white, and you realize that these are remnants of old salt lines. The ground here is covered in withered vines, a few of them still showing some life. They have little purple and white flowers kind of poking up from the gnarled roots, and the vines kind of snake across the ground. You do see some bones scattered. Looks like mostly animal bones, few a little more humanoid. And eventually you come to what look like the remnants of the town square. And you realize that there's someone else here. Sitting in the middle of this broken stone circle is kind of a hunched over little figure. It's a dark-haired, looks like a little halfling boy, or maybe a gnome. Back to you, hunched in a ball, and you hear like sobbing and heavy breathing, and beside this figure is another body, and it's bloody, and they're hunched over it, and they're crying.
Oh no. Alicia will run over.
Okay.
I'll follow her.
Okay. You guys go over, and it's a little halfling boy. His face is dirty. He's got tear tracks down his face, and the body he's hunched over looks a fair bit like him. And he's sobbing, and he holds out his hands, and his hands are bloody. And in the right hand is another hand. And he turns on you and he's, ah! And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I was gonna be like, it's not Sam.
It's not Sam, no.
No, seriously, if it was Sam, it would actually fit with most of the other characters Sam has made.
Sam is secretly my little trap. Sam is here to kill all of you.
That's what I always said.
Fair enough. Let me get you guys in the tracker here. Alrighty.
Ooh, I rolled well.
I had old numbers in there. Sorry, Lauren, I just have to move you for a second there. There we go. Couldn't see you. Yeah, it's not a little boy anymore. It is a horrific little, thing.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
What the?
Bloody, bones jutting out. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. Alright. Did we get everybody in the tracker? Except for the thing. That rolled really well.
Oh, yeah, my wolves with me.
You do have your wolves. Yes, let me get that for you.
Yay.
Go ahead and roll initiative for them, please.
Okay. Do I
Um,
roll for each one or for just for all of them?
all of them. They'll act, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you control of those guys.
Oh, that's cocked. Ugh.
So many things on the battle map. Okay. And one more. You can put them where you want them. And I will get them into the turn order. What did they roll?
6.
6. Got it. Okay. So this thing, you instantly that illusion of a little sobbing halfling boy turns into this horrific demonic, like half of its face is gone and you just see teeth and jaw right across here. It's covered in blood and gore and awful. It was eating the hand of the body and it's and actually gets the jump on you guys from the initiative turn. So it is going to fucking lose its mind. And who's closest? Alicia's closest. It's going to just lash out at you. Glass cannons, baby. And take 2 claw attacks. Long, broken, jagged fingernails that got to be like 6 inches long. Just sink right into you. So that is a... What's your armor class?
It's 15, but if
Hey.
it hits, I'm gonna cast the shield.
Okay, so the first one misses with a 12. It just, you're able to, ah, God, you weren't ready for this thing, but you shrink out of the way. No, the next one's an 8. I rolled a 2. So you manage to get out of the way of it, and it, and just freaks out and starts to run. It's gonna go this way. Alicia, you don't have do you have a weapon?
I have a knife.
Do you want to try to slash
four
at it?
knives?
Because otherwise you would just be trying to punch
Yeah.
it as it runs by you.
Oh, I am not strong, so yeah, the knife.
Okay.
That's the dagger, I mean.
Yeah,
daggers.
go ahead and make your reaction or your opportunity if you want to. Make your opportunity attack.
15?
That is its AC.
Oh, I have never hit anything with this dagger.
It's gonna be a D4 plus your Dex modifier.
Yeah, I know, I just...
It's like
That's
Scanlan. I've never used a weapon before.
that's a 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Scanlan, never used it.
Amazing.
Oh, I've used it once. I used it on the fucking spiders in the beginning.
That's right, you did. Oh my God, that's been forever
I
ago.
did.
Oh my God, it's been a year and a half ago, you guys. Ah! Also, game 30. What? Yay! Okay. Well, Alicia, you're next, and this thing just like bloody and gross and was gibbering at you and trying to slash at you, and it's and just oh God, it's horrific looking.
Mind spike?
Oh fuck you. Yeah. Okay.
It's in range.
Yeah.
So, wisdom save. 16.
This thing is not wise.
I'm guessing.
3.
Yeah. 13 points of psychic damage.
Woo! Okay. Oh my god. Too funny. Okay. Yeah, you see it go. Yeah, and it just freaks out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay. Hazel.
I'm going to fire 2 normal cross.
Okay.
Okay. So, 25 to hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A little bit.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second 22 to hit. And then another 11 points of damage.
Nice.
22.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 2 bolts, and but it's now bleeding freely from wounds.
And I'll just step over.
Okay.
No, I don't. I stopped stepping in front of Elijah all the time in case she wants to cast something that way.
I guard you with my body.
I'll just stay close.
Okay.
And I assume my wolf would only get an attack of opportunity if the creature ran past it.
Correct, and it didn't. It
Okay.
stopped right in front of it. You're not
Okay.
sure why, but if it just saw another target or what was going on there.
No caramel.
Okay, so after your turn, before we get to Neuraxis, at another 17 in the order, some shit happens. A bunch of shit starts popping up from the ground,
Oh, Jesus.
and you see skeletons rise all around you. They are wielding scimitars, and they have this dark purple-black necrotic energy kind of swirling all around them. And you just see these figures rise up out of the ground. So they're all going to operate on a 17 as well. So let me get there. We're going to add that in there. I love how you named the wolf, Hazel, in the turn order. There's a great... And they are going to make their attacks. So let's resolve. This one is going to move... Yep. Nope, it's going to stay there with Ulrin. Those are going to stay. So 2 scimitar attacks on you, Hazel. That's a natural 1. It goes prone. And loses its next attack. The one on you, Elysia, that is a 24 to hit.
I think that misses.
Are you using shield or not?
No, because it's more because
it would
I only
be a
get
20.
+5.
Yeah,
so no,
okay.
I'm taking that.
And the next one's a 9. So, okay, you're going to take... I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
I also have necrotic resistance, just...
Oh yeah,
This
from the
save.
wish.
Without advantage, 8.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's resolve the damage first. It's going to be
Please
9...
don't say I get deceased again.
No. You're not. It's going to be, I used the wrong dice. Hey, reading comprehension, guys. 5 points of slashing damage.
Hey.
And you are now consumed in a shadowy aura. So what that essentially means for you is that if it hits you again on any, you're going to take extra damage while you are. It's like Hunter's Mark. You're going to take extra damage from this thing while it's around you. You will be able to make that save again at the top of your next turn to see if you can get rid of it. Okay. The one on Ulrin, same thing, 2 attacks. That is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Okay. And a 17.
That misses.
Okay. So the damage, go ahead and make that Constitution save for me. It's a DC 12.
25.
Hey, you did not even, it can't even get you. You do take 5 points of slashing damage. And then the
Alright.
one on Neuraxis, that's 17. That doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Because I got shield and
And
stuff.
that's a 13. So no, it can't even get to you. Okay. Neuraxis, what would you like to do?
I will take a step to here and swing at him with my scary new Marilith sword.
All right.
Where is it? 18 to hit.
Yes, that will hit. Yeah, these are skeletons. They're not hard to hit.
7 magical slashing,
Okay.
and then just. Oh wait, I have advantage because I'm with the wolf, but still hits. So. And another 10.
Got it. Yeah, you take a chunk out of its clavicle, you chip part of the shoulder off. It didn't like the magical attacks at all.
Yeah, it's like very calm, just sword out, takes a step, and just goes to work. Like,
You guys were surprised by all of this happening, and you guys now see off in the woods where all the soldiers were, they are also dealing with skeletons. So they're fighting off these creatures as well. There must be 60 of them. Some of them pulling at the soldiers and trying to get at them. They seem to be holding their own okay. So you don't have to worry about rolling combat for them. They can take care of themselves, but it's a distraction from what is happening inside the ruins. Okay. Oren, you got one on you.
I will swing my warhammer at him.
Alrighty. Swing away.
20.
Nice. Yes, definitely hits.
6 bludgeoning plus
Oof.
7 fire damage.
So 13 altogether. Nice.
Jeez.
It is resistant to fire, so only 3.
Boo.
Okay. Yeah, the fire doesn't do as much damage as you would like, but it does kind of tear at the like tattered cloth that's over the skeleton. All right.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. Volkar, then the wolf. Wolves, plural.
Let me see.
There's a lot happening right now.
So, I guess Volkar will walk up. Let's see. Behind this one
Okay.
and hit it with his Saz.
Yep. Take the advantage. And it's a magical attack.
So 18
Yep, that'll hit. Yeah, these are not hard to hit.
for 8 bludgeoning.
Oof, alright. That one's not thrilled. Not happy. You guys just see Volkar go BAM! Over the top of the skeleton's head, and the whole thing kind of vibrates a little bit. And it like starts clacking its teeth and making this horrible noise.
Nice. I'm seeing if he has.
Most common bonus action for him would be to give inspiration.
Gotcha. How many does he have? Oh, okay.
As many as his charisma modifier.
All right.
Bards.
I'll wait for that. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
You're gonna do that for sure. All right, Volkar ends his turn. The wolves are up. Hazel, what would you like your wolves to do?
Alright, first off, Fluffles is going to attack the skeleton across from the Raxes.
Okay, advantage.
So they have advantage. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 1d6.
Their attacks are magical.
Oh,
These are magical
my
creatures.
Magic wolves. 5 points of damage
Alrighty.
for bite, and each one has 2 attacks, right?
Right.
So next one. Okay, yeah, that also does hit 20-something.
Ouch, yes.
2 points of damage.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
It's not happy.
Next one. Crimson Fang is going to move over there and attack that.
Just a line across the town square.
I don't know what I want.
You're
That's
flanking with
one.
me.
16 to hit.
That'll hit.
2 points. And second attack.
Okay.
Ah, nice. There was an 18 and a 19.
Those hit. The AC on these things are 13.
Another 5 points of damage.
Quit. Who's
And
dicking around with the map? Stop it.
Me.
And last but not least, sweet little Caramel down there is going to attack that weird creature boy eating thingy.
It's bad, yeah.
Okay, that's a 19. So that hits. It's 4 points of damage on the bite.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Damn it. I have rolled with advantage, but it does not have advantage. I don't remember what the second roll was. I don't think it was really good.
It's okay. We'll take it. It's all right.
Okay, sorry. Okay, that's a 16.
That'll hit.
So the second one also hits. Only 1 point of damage for the second.
Got it. Oops. Math.
Please. And the wolves are done.
I think Alicia needed you to do something in the
Oh.
chat.
Okay, can we... Yeah, because it hasn't used its full movement, so like,
And
if
they haven't moved,
Elijah
yeah.
says that to me, can I move it?
Yeah, you can.
Up?
That skeleton will take... if you move out of its 5-foot range, it'll...
Is it moving out of its 5-foot range?
No,
It's just-
where do you need it to move, Alicia? You're muted.
That's more than enough. Sorry.
Okay.
It's just one.
Oh, I
Okay, then
see.
we'll just
I got
This is
you.
a 5
circle
each.
around.
Understood. Okay. Machinations. You're all right. At the very
Thank you.
bottom of the turn order, you guys also see up from the ground. Come more things. These ones,
Yay.
these skeletons are a little bit better armored, and they are wielding longbows. So they are going to make attacks. Oh, forgot one. And they are going to fire shots. They're at the very, very bottom. All right, so Hazel's getting 2 attacks. Alicia's getting 4 attacks. Volkar's getting 2. So, Hazel, what's your AC?
18.
Nope. Rolled a 9 and a 16. Alicia, that is a 9.
Nope.
16.
Yes.
11.
Nope.
And an 18. So 2.
Yes.
Okay.
2.
Okay, so let's resolve that damage. Are you resistant to anything?
Necrotic.
Nope, it's just piercing. These are actually not even magical attacks. It's just arrows.
Yeah, no, then I have nothing.
21 points of
Well-
piercing damage to you.
What
Okay.
the frick?
Just
21?
arrows.
Oh, both of them? Or
She
just
got
one?
4 attacks. And 2 hit.
Yikes.
And then on Volkar, what's his AC?
19.
Yeah, no, that's a 14 and a 18, so those miss. So the wizard was the one who got pin cushioned. A little bit. You guys
can't
watch arrows
see it.
just...
Because of the colors, but the bar is halfway.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. At the very top of the order, you're occupied, but Ulrin would see this. At the very top, kind of northwest where you guys are, you see 2 figures step out of the brush. If I can get them to show up. You see 2 Tabaxis step out of the brush. One of them is wielding a massive longbow, black with leopard spots all along his fur, wearing leather armor. And then Sam, if you want to describe
Hi.
your character, if you want to describe yourself.
Yeah, you see see some really beautiful armor out of like leather and some leaves, and sticking out everywhere from the armor is a lot of fur. A lot of fur. In the left hand, there's a flame just jutting out from the palm. And a lot of like bows on top of the head, which pulls the hair back out of her face. And you see very, very green eyes. And in her other hand, she has a staff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll initiative for me, please? And we'll add you to the tracking order.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that Tabaxi, the other one, is at the very top. Nice. 14. Beautiful. Yay! Lovely. Perfect. All right, you guys are officially in there. So you guys see two Tabaxis. Pretty sure the black one with the gold eyes was the one probably tracking you the other night. And he just comes around and in common yells out, "Great. Dead. Love it." And comes over here and is going to... Oh, yes. So many things. New character. He's going to actually turn around and take 2 shots at the skeleton right next to him here. Yeah, that'll hit. That's a 28 and a 27. That's it. So this one's going to take a freaking buttload of damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm killing my own bad guys right now. I'm killing my own bad guys right now. He just took 19 points of damage on 1 shot. It's dead. Jesus. It's just dead. It didn't even get a chance. It just took 2 bolts, and one went in the eye socket, and you just see the head kind of go and fall off. And it dies. And it yells out, "Marble, this way!" And posts up behind this wall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The demon, because that's what it is, has decided to go into a frothing rage. And you now see foam and poison coming out of its mouth. And it's losing its shit. And it's going to slash at Hazel's wolf.
No, Caramel.
What's the wolf AC?
14.
Okay, the first one misses. The second one definitely hits with a 23. I need the wolf to make a DC 14 Constitution save.
A con save?
Yep.
So just a straight roll.
It's just a, what's its con?
I don't have any stats for them.
It's a
is it
plus
stats
2.
of a wolf?
So roll the
Okay.
20 with a 2 and add 2 to it.
Okay. 12.
Nope. Okay, so it is not poisoned, but it looks, you see this like haze come over its eyes. I need you to roll, nope, we'll do it on its turn. It's effectively under the confusion spell. It's going to take 4 points of slashing damage and 9 points of poison damage. Not poisoned, just poison. Okay. Elysia, what would you like to do?
First, I'm gonna move
Okay.
up here, so I'm not out of its range,
No, you're not.
and then shatter in this nice little 10-foot circle. So I get 3 skeletons and demon.
All right. What is
So
the...
that's a con save.
Okay, this will be fun.
16.
16?
16 is the... I'm gonna get it up in the...
Oh my god, they're rolling so bad, you guys.
Oh, it's only 6 points of damage.
Okay,
Fine.
so... which ones were affected
This one,
again?
everyone in this 10-foot...
Okay, so the skeleton crossbowmen, or the skeleton longbowmen make it. They rolled a natural 19. The demon and the other skeleton fail.
The roll 20 rolled terribly on my damage, so that's a 6 points of thunder damage to
Okay.
the ones that didn't succeed, and the ones that succeeded takes 3.
Well,
So half.
they are the skeletons are vulnerable to this spell. So they're
Yeah,
gonna...
it's thunder damage.
So, yep. So the ones who failed take the 6. This one's going to take a 12. That's mean. All right. You guys feel the ground like vibrate underneath your feet, and you see Alicia just cast this spell. The demon's not looking happy. It's
That's what you
starting
get.
to, like, you start to see cracks in its pale, disgusting skin and blood oozing from all of the wounds all over it. It's pretty gross.
Yep.
Okay. Hazel, what would you like to do?
Okay. Do any of the, like, this, like, really
Oh.
close?
My save for the con save thing.
Oh, yes, go ahead and do that.
Sorry.
No, I forgot to.
5.
No, that aura is still swirling around you. Okay.
Do any of the skeletons that Alicia just hit look really damaged?
No. Not really damaged.
Okay. Okay. I hate that transforming takes an action. Okay. Alright, okay, I'm going to shoot my crossbow at this guy first.
Okay.
It's a what, 20, so that should hit.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, AC's 15 on those guys.
Yeah, okay. And, oh! Can I, as my bonus action, activate my Rite of the Storm?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Get some thunder damage in there. Okay, so that's that plus. That's. Ugh. It's only 4 points of damage. 3 are thunder damage. Oh, lightning damage. Never mind.
Lightning
On
damage.
that.
Okay. So what was the total?
Yeah. 4.
4. Okay. Sorry.
Roll
Lost track there for a
terribly.
second.
And because it did nothing, I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Okay.
Yeah, they like all hit and then do. It's like, holy shit, it's over 30.
Jesus Christ. Does a 30 hit? Yeah, a little bit.
6 points of damage.
Got it.
total.
All right. It's looking rough. It's looking rough. That one. This one that she just hit. Okay. Staying put?
I think that's it for me, man.
Okay. These are skeleton shadows. They're gonna go next. Alicia, let's resolve yours first since it gets advantage on you.
Mm-hmm.
That is a... Yeah, that'll hit. That's a 23. And
Yep.
I rolled a 16, natural 16, so 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me do the... That's not... I'm rolling piss poor damage.
I have a small amount of hit points.
I know.
It's good.
I know. So that's 10 points of slashing damage on both.
Yeah.
That's total for the 2 hits. And then
Yeah.
you're going to take psychic damage. $17 points of psychic damage.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm done.
Alicia falls unconscious underneath the arcing blade of the scimitar. And the skeleton turns over her body and just kind of hunkers down and moves because it can. Your wolf will get an attack of opportunity, Hazel, as it moves out of its reach. And it's going to come over here and flank you to give its companion advantage.
15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
1 point of damage.
Got it.
Uh,
Hazel, 2 scimitar attacks on you. That first
Okay.
one misses. The second one is a natural 20. And I
natural-
need you... It missed you with 1, with a 13. Even with advantage, I was rolling like crap.
Yeah.
And then the second one was a natural 20. So I need you to go ahead and make that DC 12 con save for me.
DC 12.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's a 14.
Yeah, you're fine. The effect, the shroud effect, doesn't even bother you. You do take 9 points of slashing damage from the scimitar. Ulrin, the one on you, is going to attack. With a natural 1, it loses its second attack. And Neuraxis, that is an 18, natural 18, and a natural 20.
So, my AC is 19 at the moment.
It gets a +5. So let me resolve the regular hit first. That is 11 points of slashing damage.
Mine, is it magical?
Yes.
Okay.
And on the nat 20, 12 points of slashing damage. Okay. You have a companion down. You have an army of skeletons swarming on you, Neuraxis. What do you want to do?
I will drop my shield, take the longsword in two hands, and go in two-handed big strike on the one in front of me.
Okay.
So
You have advantage.
the great weapon.
Beautiful.
Master. 17 plus 10 minus 5, so 22.
Yep. Oh yeah, their AC's not much.
I need that anyway to do the damage. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Rip.
Holy
So
shit!
Rip skeleton.
31.
It's going down.
Holy yeah,
getting
it's
timber.
down! It had 28 hit points left. It's gone. Holy shit!
So a bunch of things happened because I've killed someone.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got your warlock.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I get charisma modifier plus my warlock level, so 3, 8. So 11 temporary hit points, square
Okay.
one.
Nice.
And I just leave the shield on the ground, turn around, and walk off to here. Look at the demon woman, and with my second attack
Oh, God.
and using the amulet that makes me roll a 10, a 15 hits.
Yep.
So that's a great weapon master attack that hits her.
Oh my god.
Wherever the button's gone.
Holy shit.
I mean, ignore the roll because it's a.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 21 damage with the first hit on her.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And then because I killed someone and I have Great Weapon Master, I'm going to use my bonus action to attack
Oh my
again.
god. Okay. Wow. Wow.
So that's another crit. So 25 with the second hit on her.
How badly do you want to kill this thing? Oh my god.
So
That's
Neuraxis finally should fall down, and then
Yeah, pretty much.
Alicia falls down. He looks, doesn't say anything. You hear the shield hit the ground. Takes the sword into your hands, just smashes the first skeleton to bits.
Oh my god.
Just runs off past Ulrin, doesn't say a word. Looks at the demon, slashes across her once, and then on the backswing just drives it through her chest.
Oof.
There's no pause. It's just slash and then stab straight through.
You guys watch
And,
Neuraxis shish kebab this thing essentially, and it splits in two, and the halves just kind of. It's done. It's overkill. This is massive overkill. It had 12 hit points left. Holy balls.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't, like, at no point does he say anything. There's just, like, fury on his face. He just strides around annihilating things. Like, there's no, like, reasonable pause. It's just death.
Oh my god, it's just death. Hey, Lost Marble, you just saw this Dragonborn wreck this thing's shop. What do you want to do?
Yep. So, I can't move my token.
Oh no! I gave you
Yeah.
control, why won't it move the thing?
But I want to move there.
Okay, oh, I see what happened. That was my fault. Sorry about that.
You better be.
Ah! That.
There you go.
Hey!
Yay. So I want to move there.
Okay.
And I want to release my flame at this skeleton.
Okay.
17, does that hit?
That hits.
Nice. So that takes, let's see, 2d8 fire damage. Oh, that's great.
Oh, no. Roll 20.
It's fine.
Oh, well.
I don't care. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Do you have anything else you want to do?
I'm going to, as a bonus action, if I can, use the Shillelagh cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah. So that just makes my quarterstaff a bit more awesome.
Nice.
Later on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. So you guys watch this Tabaxi, this cute little Tabaxi, just go fire, and shoot it at the skeleton that's around Hazel. And it's like, whoa, hold on a second. And there are two Tabaxis on the field with you guys now. And the one who killed the very calmly, almost Naraxa style, killed the one skeleton Deadeye and then just walked behind the wall, has his bow out and is stringing it, knocking another arrow, preparing. As we move down the combat order to Ulrin.
Alright, so seeing Alicia go down, I will pick up my shield and grab my hammer, and I will...
Oh, I think we lost your audio, Ulrin.
Oh, over here?
Okay.
I'll run over here, and I'll probably take an attack of opportunity from that skeleton.
You will. It's just going to
Which
make the
is
one
fine.
scimitar attack, which it rolled a 3, so no.
And actually, I'm gonna... Did it miss?
Yeah, it only has a +5. So
okay.
it was an 8.
So I'm going to walk this way and run up there. Let me make sure that was right.
I think so.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And then I will take my hammer and I'm going to slam it on my shield, creating a big, like, boong! And I will channel divinity and turn undead.
Oh, all right.
Or destroy undead,
All right.
depending
Go
on their
Jesus.
level. So,
What, at the destroy undead, give me the challenge ratings on those.
so starting at 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead, the creature is instantly destroyed. Oh, it's in the player's handbook. Let me see.
Okay. Because it's...
CR1.
Okay, well, they're
So-
all higher than that, but
That's fine.
yeah, but you'll still...
But they'll still...
Yeah, so what's the save?
So the save is... Is it just my spell save? Yeah, 16.
Mhm. And how many of them are there? Is it everybody?
Yeah, it's 30 feet, within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, that's everybody.
So all of the skeletons.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, the one rolled a natural 1 now. And the other one rolled a 10. So, oh boy. On the nat 1, I'm going to give you this. You guys watch Ulrin channel like the dwarf Jesus he is. I just saw your message, Alicia. You guys watch these, the ones with the scimitars, especially the one that took Alicia down, turn into dust. Because they rolled a nat 1. The other ones also failed, so turn undead, what did they have to do?
So, each undead that you can see here, if the creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Holy shit. All
There's
right.
that.
All of a sudden, so several of the skeletons just into dust, and their scimitars clatter to the ground. The ones who are left, the longbowmen, suddenly have this weird kind of almost haze in their eye sockets, and they're swiveling their heads back and forth on their necks, looking like they're gonna run. Nice. Nice.
And then, so as a bonus action, I will use Healing Word to heal Alicia, or
Okay.
Alicia. And, yeah, so. So 5
Hey.
healing.
Yay!
That's enough.
And, yeah, so I'll just be like, and that's what happens when you fuck with my friends. And then I'll prepare my shield to kind of like brace for anything coming towards her to kind of protect her as she's down.
Okay, you got it. You guys just watch Ulrin do this amazing thing, and it's so cool to see him do his full dwarf Jesus. And the field is, you now have 3 combatants left on the field, 3 enemies. Okay, so Ulrin's turn. Volkar. What would Volkar like to do?
So Volkar is going to move over here.
Okay.
And he's going to go, well, that was something. Let me try to follow it up. And
That was pretty good.
he's going to take his Saz
Yep.
and he's going to be like, I feel so alone. Gonna end up a big old pile of them.
We miss you, Volkar.
Exactly, I know.
And is he flanking with me or?
Yeah, there he would be,
Okay.
yes. So take it with advantage. Oh, balls! That's
29.
It's a crit. Alrighty. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so...
Okay, so
Oh, fuck.
13 plus 3, so yeah, it
26,
rolled with the
29.
extra one. So 19 or
Yeah.
16
Mash it into dust.
times 2, 28.
You smashed it into
Sweet.
dust. Head goes flying off in one
Like
direction. The
32,
rib cage goes
Jesus.
the other way.
And he's like, see, some of us dwarves can do that too.
It's a really good Volkar.
And that's his turn.
All right. What would you like your wolves to do, Hazel?
All right, let's do this. Okay, this one is gonna go over here and take this skeleton. 16 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
So that's 1 point of damage.
Alrighty.
The second one also hits with a 19.
Nice, nice,
2
nice.
points of damage.
Hey!
Jesus Christ, these damage rolls. this one is gonna go up here
Okay.
and attack this skeleton. That's not gonna hit. And the second attack, the 19, that does hit.
It does.
4 damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to tell, who is this? Crimson Fang to protect Alicia.
Okay. So it activates protect. Got it. Nice. You watch Alicia the wolf kind of hunker over you, growling at the remaining skeletons on the field.
Hey, watch it, bud. Stop. All right. Chill. I got this. See the shield? Damn. Trying to take my job over here. Shit.
Crimson Fang just looks really nonchalant. Like, I don't know, it's like...
He doesn't speak English. It's just...
Or it does, and it doesn't give a shit.
It's just giving me like the fuck you, buddy.
Oh, weird, the walls are French.
Is this Crimson?
Oh my god! I was gonna say more like a cat, but okay, yeah. Alright.
Is this one Crimson Fang or is this Caramel?
1 second.
This is Crimson Fang, right?
Oh fuck. I fucked with the wrong wolf.
You'd think that, but actually Crimson Fang is very sweet. Caramel is the one you have to watch out for.
Oh my god.
The sugar high. That's the when Hazel's at her most dangerous.
Sam, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm loving every second. It's
Oh my god, my face hurts. Okay. Alright, well, the 2 remaining skeletons are at the very bottom of the order, and they're gonna go. This one here is gonna take 2 shots at you, Lost Marble. What's your AC?
not high. It's 13.
Okay. That is a...
I don't know.
12
Ah!
and a 14, so 1 will hit you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That is... I'm rolling like crap. That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
The other one shoots by you. That one kind of nicks you in the arm. You're, oh god! But your armor deflects part of it.
I mean, because my armor is only +1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Druids.
Mm.
But I get hit very easily. But I look fine.
It's just
The sword takes most of the impact. Okay, it's like padding.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. At the top, back to the top of the round, 7 is going to move. This Tabaxi here is going to move up this direction and just growl out to you, Lost Marble, and go, get the other one. And he's going to take 2 shots at this one that's right below by Hazel's, whichever wolf that is. I don't know. Oh god, that's
Mega
a
death,
15 and a
right, no.
17. That's, yeah, this is gonna be also not nice. Oh my god. How many hit points does this thing have? Oh jeez. Oh jeez, yeah, yep, it's dead. It's dead too. 2 arrows right in the eye sockets. This guy, from what you can tell, is a absolute professional when it comes to the longbow he's got. And his longbow is made out of twisted and gnarled vines, and there's leaves sprouting off of it. And he just very calmly pulls another arrow out and moves 5 more feet and prepares. The demon is dead. Alicia, barely back up on your feet.
Yep. Can I cast from sitting position of 4?
You sure can. Yeah, sure, if you want. I don't care.
There's only one. There's only one left. Yeah.
There's only one left, and it is sandwiched between Neuraxis and one of the wolves.
Yeah. Firebolt.
There you go. All right.
21.
That'll hit.
Yay.
Nice.
13 points of fire
Ooh,
damage.
shit.
Oof.
Oof. It didn't like that. Ouch. It's
Nope.
still
Leave some
alive,
for me,
but
guys.
that's
Did
me.
you shoot a firebolt between my legs?
Yes. No, I shot it like there-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure
Yeah,
you did.
it's between. I'm
It's
just
like
leaning
slightly
over.
woozy, just flinging fire around.
You're just aiming a firebolt through.
You're in decent armor, you'll be fine. What do you...
It's a little warm down there, Oren.
That had dwarfs.
Like, hey, watch where you're firing that.
We say I'm leaning like over from this side, like just like.
Okay, Alicia got
It's
that.
been a day.
pretty-
Okay.
yeah, poor thing. Yeah, you went down fast. That was terrifying.
Ah,
Okay. All right, Hazel.
That's what happened.
That is what happens,
All right.
unfortunately.
let's 2 bolts at the last skeleton. That's
Alrighty. It's hurting.
That first one misses. That's just a free.
Yeah.
Wait.
Plus.
I forgot how insane this crossbow is. I'm like, freeze there, we're going.
gonna
Plus
say.
72.
That's
I
a
was like,
16!
like,
Are you
Oh my
serious?
god, it still hits! Yes.
I
yeah.
should know this.
I was like,
Crossbow
I gave
and
you that
proficiency and
crossbow. I
dex
should
and,
know.
like, you're a monster.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Here,
don't
have this crossbow that hits on a 1.
always do your math. Always.
Yes. Okay, that's... Oh, nice. That's 10 damage.
Oh,
4 of that
okay.
is lightning. Finally. And... 20 to hit for the second bolt. And that's 5 damage.
Oh my god, are you serious? It's
Let me-
still alive!
Yay.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's still alive. I can't believe that. You swore you had it, Hazel. You knew it was going down and you just missed the eye socket by like 2 inches. And it's still
Every one of these
it's
shots,
clattering,
the
but
damage is...
barely. Yep. All right, Neuraxis. I mean, you could probably take it out.
Just sneeze at it.
Like poke it.
Here we go. I made it.
If you Sparta kick it,
life
I
easier.
will give you $1.
So I
What's that worth
do.
in pounds?
Probably not a
That's
lot.
probably not a lot, yeah.
So 18 damage on the first Great Weapon Master
You
Swing.
mean the only hit you need to take because it had 2 hit points left?
Just like sword in both hands, just fucking smash the thing. Like just a cricket bat through a rib cage, just like bones flying. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Ah.
That
And if I-
happened.
is the fight still going on in the tree line? Because if it's within taking off up the hill to go, like he doesn't even slow down. Let's go.
Interestingly enough, just as you turn around and you run this thing through and just bones scatter, you turn around and you see the last soldier has done almost the exact same thing to a skeleton, and bones went flying the opposite direction, and your 2 skeletons kind of smashed together, and it's one of the Dragonborn twins, and she nods at you, kind of rolls her shoulders, and starts calling everybody back. They decimated the skeleton army. There's hardly anybody even wounded. There's a few scratches, but doesn't seem to be a big deal.
And
At least she'll just lie down on the ground like a starfish and just like lie there.
Crimson Fang like gently licks her face.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably bloodied and not
Licks the
looking
blood
good.
off.
All
Oh,
right, so there are just fucking bones everywhere, and you guys see the 2 Tabaxis approach you.
I just walk off and pick my shield back up. Like anyway,
I'm gonna sit down next to Elysia
Okay.
and hand her a greater potion of healing.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink. How much is that?
Graders of 4d4 plus 4. Oh no! Oh no!
yeah.
4111. gone maybe a little sour. Maybe that one was like from the bottom of the bag of holding, and it was just a little iffy.
I have some.
Little potions.
I have some healing potion
Okay.
myself. I think I do or something.
Marble is like a bit disappointed because she didn't really get to kill anything. So she's like, "Oh, this one's moving. This one's moving." It's just like poops out some fire on the already dead one behind her. Like, I killed it. Fine.
I feel your disappointment.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take a normal healing potion.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Seven just kind of chuckles at you, Marble, and just goes, I totally saw it. I totally saw it moving.
Yeah, it was like twitching and stuff. But it's dead now. It's fine.
I forgot to do my accent. He just goes, yeah, it's, I think it was, yes. We should take them back.
Mm.
I think the elders would like to speak to them.
I think that one maybe needs some healing.
I agree. She looks a little rough.
Yeah.
He approaches all of you and bows to you, and he says, "My name is Seven Storms that ravage the sea. And this is my companion."
Hi, I'm lost, Marble.
Hello. I'm
Hi.
Hazel.
We are, well, you caught me last night. And he kind of grins, and he's got these really sharp cat canines.
Yeah, I remember. I smelled your fur.
I wondered. You should come back with
One
us
cat to another.
to the Clan Grove. I wouldn't linger here too long.
Is it far? Because we don't have a lot of time to kill everything where they're coming.
Well, it is not far, but you won't even be able to access whatever it is. We should talk. Come.
Let's go on a walk.
Can someone carry me?
Yeah, I was gonna sleep.
Easier from the ground.
I was gonna put Alicia's arm over my shoulder, and as we're walking, I'll probably cast a Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm now at 22, so I'm okay.
You can probably ride on Crimson Fang. Probably big enough.
Yeah, they're big enough
Like,
Yeah.
for a gnome. Yeah.
So 6 more healings.
Hey.
like
As
over
Ulrin offers Elijah his shoulder, Crimson Fang just like scoops her up on the back and gives Ulrin like a cheeky look.
Mine.
Thank you.
Okay, wolf.
Before
Alicia,
before walking back, I'm gonna cast Produce Flame again. I have my flame in my
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like as we're walking, I'm picking off like some like twigs and some like leaves, and I'm just like putting them into my hand, like watching the.
Seven
No.
totally
He's
ignores
watching
you.
fascinated.
He's seen this before.
Zig, don't look at me like that. Stop it.
What?
I
didn't do
understand.
anything.
Our friend's comment now.
I think Naraxus goes drill sergeant. He's still got like full on like dragon eyes, like rounds them up, he's, like full on like by the left, follow me, and just like starts just following them. Like there's no all like friendly fun Naraxus is gone with like the first fight. It's just like we have a job to do now.
All right. Yeah, you can do that. Whoops, wrong thing. There we go. I can't copy and paste. Hey. They lead you in. It's not far. It's less than a half a mile. And with Lost Marble and Seven Storms up at the front of the pack, Seven tells you that they're part of the Mired Depths clan. And they've lived in the Ivyheart Thicket for a few years now, but it's not their original home. They're actually from pretty far away from here. They're actually from Dagger Bay originally. So, as you guys come up, I'm gonna get you pasted. Not the demon! Not the demon! No!
We drag him.
Smash it again. Like
Yeah,
just
Raxus kept it on the end of the sword. You guys approach this grove, and it's beautiful, but it's funny because as you come up to what looks like a clearing in the woods, Seven just looks at you, Marble, and nods. Should we show them?
Fine, sure.
I think we should show them. And
Yeah.
he walks forward and disappears.
I step after him.
Okay. They're gone.
And then I jump out, like, and then jump back in.
Intelligence check?
Well,
I poke my tail out.
that's fancy.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check if you want.
I go and like poke her tail.
You hear like a
Natural
giggle.
20.
Like a giggle snort.
Magic.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah, it's real good fucking magic, Alicia. This is a barrier. You've heard of such barriers before. One was used over Whitestone to hide the entire town from the sight of Vorigal. So, if you poke your head in, suddenly you see the grove, full, populated. It's a village. And if you pull back, it's gone.
I jump back over the barrier a few times, like, wee!
You get this hyper Tabaxi.
No.
Guys, I feel like
Again,
I can't
just
put my
march
finger on
past,
it,
like-
but I feel like we can trust them. I have a good feeling about them.
Me too.
Alright?
It's like one hand is still on the sword, just like dead eyes. You like let them try, and just storms in. Like,
Okay.
I will follow Neuraxis very closely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Yeah, me too.
You can
I
you
think-
can move the wolves and do all of that. You guys are Seven is speaking with, and Marble would know this. Speaking with three figures. Two are Tabaxis. One is a smaller calico female Tabaxi. She's wearing soft leathers and soft greens and browns. She has a couple of, it looks like, very old rings on her hands. And then the taller tiger-striped Tabaxi is fucking, like, just decked out. He looks like a warrior, Neuraxis. This is somebody you would not want to mess with. And he is scanning all of you, and he's half listening to what Seven is telling you about how well you fought and how impressed he was with what you guys did. And then the other person beside all of them, kind of back just a few feet, is actually a halfling. A small halfling with short, dark hair, a woman. And she is reading from a book, but is watching all of you closely as well.
Hello.
I said calico, the tortoiseshell Tabaxi. She does have a bow strapped to her back, the one with the rings on her fingers. She's a little bit older. She bows that same kind of very, very graceful, elegant bow that Seven had given all of you when he approached. And she says, Marble, come to me.
I walk over to her.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm a little scrapped, but I'm fine.
All right. I saw the
Yeah.
mark. I was afraid you were hurt. All right, it's fine.
It's just a little, it's fine.
Okay, all right. Just stay here, please. I'm going to send Seven off with, and she has him go off. You guys see back in this direction, there is an archery range, and there are Tabaxi and halfling and human archers back there training. So he wanders off that way, and she just has you stick by her, Marble, and she bows and she says, my name is Tread Softly. Please, welcome to our grove, welcome to our home. I understand you encountered the undead at the ruins.
yes.
Yes, you could say that.
Yeah.
We had concerns about it. Renata! And that halfling woman runs over. She shuts the book. She's got that short, dark hair. She's got amber eyes. She's got dirt all over her hands. Looks like she's been just doing something with all the plants that are growing in this beautiful grove. And she says, yes, right, the ruins. Slight problem there. And then she runs off.
Where is she going?
You know where she's going, Marble. She is probably going for another book. And you're like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Her name is Renata.
We don't have time for this. We need to, however you people can get us in the ruins, we need to be in there and killing that.
Well, I think, first of all, I think one of you might need a tiny bit of healing before you wander off anywhere.
It's fine.
He's looking a little rough. But I think we have some healers at hand. That's glad to help out and give us all some healing.
Yeah, this kind of like gnarly looking half elf man, what is his name? Sildar comes over and just nods at you, Marble, and he says, yes, who needs and looks at you, Alicia, and goes, oh, right.
I think that one got hit a few times too many.
Yes, very much so. He's going to cast 3 healing words on you to try to get you up. How low are you?
I'm at the 28.
Okay, so
out of 50.
7, 5, not rolling good here, and another 5. 17.
So 45. So
Okay.
I'm only
You're
getting
close.
5 hit points now, which is
Okay.
more than.
Okay, he looks at
enough.
you, Lost Marble, and he says, do you need... I have 1 left.
I'm not that badly hurt. I don't know if the rest are fine or...
It's just like lifts his like bloodied hand from his side.
Yes, I can... Hold on just a moment. Ooh, that was much better. That's a 10.
That is good.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm tapped out, but I think Renata has some, and then you guys watch the tortoiseshell woman, the tortoiseshell Tabaxi, tread softly, come up, just put her hand on top of Alicia's head, and heal her the rest of the way.
Hey, thank you.
Her magic feels a little different. And you guys recall Dust on the Road, whom you met in Jaren Village. There's something different about Tabaxi magic that isn't like any other humanoid you've encountered. It's just a slightly different feel.
Thank you.
Can my wolves be healed?
She's...
Ooh. Then like...
Renata's pretty great. She helps out a lot.
Renata does run back and just kind of like boops the wolves on the noses and gives them each 5 points back.
Ooh. I actually only need 41, the other one.
She does it anyways. I think she wanted to get the wolves.
Yeah, like before Marble walked over, she was like furiously petting all the pets she could find, like.
The one wolf kind of nudges on you, Marble, and there's like a trilling almost, and you guys start to kind of nuzzle up on each other.
That's Fluffles.
Hi, Fluffles.
Licks you across the face.
I take off one of my many bows in my hair and pull some hair back and like flip it on top of the head.
Kind of looks around. It's like when you put a bow on top of a cat's head, like a present bow, and it's like, and then goes, shakes, and then sits down by you, and just kind of crosses its paws and is looking around. The tiger striped Tabaxi, interesting looking fellow Neuraxis, you alight on him again with that soldier's pose. He's got multiple earrings all up his ears, all up both sides of his ears. Tattoos all up his bare arms, bare, really corded muscle arms. The markings don't seem to have any, you can't make out what they are. He's wearing leather armor. He's got a big cloak on. And he nods at all of you and he says, "So the ruins. You're not going to be able to even try to open the portal until the night falls. We've tried. We haven't been able to. Honestly, we would rather close it up and lock whatever went down there below the earth so it can't bother anyone again, but..."
I think they're bordering people from in there. Like,
Well,
we've heard of
Are there
earthquakes
people in there?
stuff happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not nice people. Pretty
Oh, bad people. Okay.
Is it the Ravagers that are down there?
yeah. He took a band of Ravagers and some demons below. But when you guys were standing on the ruins, you didn't see any holes in the ground.
How do we get into the ruins?
I mean, we saw it open the doorway thing when Alicia spied on him. He opened the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he essentially opened the ground. He opened some kind of portal in the ground. Tread Softly looks at you, Marble, and says, can you relay to them what you saw when you and Seven were scouting the other night?
Oh, well, there was a lot of activity. I mean, wasn't that the night I saw the ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a lot of like ghosts there, and they were like not reacting to me. Like I tried to touch them, and then my hand just went through, and like they didn't react to anything. They were just like wandering around the ruins. But they didn't really attack us or anything. They were just like there. I don't really know what that means though.
And unfortunately, we don't either. We've been trying to... She just kind of sighs. She goes, It's been haunted. It's a site of haunting, but ever since that creature came through the other night, and you guys didn't see any remnants of the obsidian statue that's supposed to be there, and it's not there anymore. There's no hole in the ground.
Can I roll a history check or an arcana check when they're talking about these ghosts? If I've heard about anything like that before?
I'll give you history, and if Olwen wants to roll religion...
Yay.
27.
Woo!
Natural 19.
Nice. And Marble, if you want to roll Arcana for me too.
22.
Arcana?
Yep. 22. I'll roll for 7. He's kind of overhearing. 5. Okay.
Shut up.
Never.
I got a 5, so you know, pretty great.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with plants or magic that you know of, so you're just kind of like, I don't know, ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
They're fun ghosts, though. The fun kind.
So, between Alicia and Olren, given what you know about the history of the ruins, these are probably lost souls, likely villagers who were killed when Warren Drassig came through there and just slaughtered everybody. If they're not, according to Marble, if they're not bothering anyone. But it's also an interesting fact because you didn't see them there, and Marble, you haven't seen them since Ralashaz came through, this creature came through. And you don't know if that energy's been destroyed or what's happened.
Look, the longer that thing is down there drawing power from whatever the hell the bones of the earth are, the worse the quakes are going to get, the worse the undead are going to get. It needs to go back in the ground as soon as we can.
It's drawing energy from the earth?
we think something called the Bones of the Earth. I assume that's why it's gone, underground.
Yeah.
Bones aren't usually on the outside.
Hey, Marble, go ahead and roll history for me.
Yeah.
I want you to
God,
check
dang
your
it.
knowledge against that. I'll roll for 7. 7 actually rolled pretty good. Okay.
7.
Okay. You're just like,
Why are you making me roll intelligence? It's not going great.
Welcome to the STDs, where the DM just screws with you. So you're like, 7 comes back over. It looks like he was giving the archers, and there are 4 rangers with him. And you see Renata come back with 3 druids. And he says, I don't know about bones of the world, but there are foul things underground. And at least when we lived, this has not always been our home. When we have lived other places, it was not unusual in certain parts of the world for... And Marble, you know exactly what he's talking about because you guys used to go out in the swamps and fight things that would just come up from out of the ground, whether it be monstrosities. So he has a sense that there's something down there that could be extremely dangerous. But unfortunately, I do not know what bones of the world means. However, and he kind of motions to the rangers with him. I'm going, as are they.
I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you.
Nice attack plan.
I would be remiss, Marble, if you didn't come with me. I'd be very hurt.
Yeah, I don't want you to go alone. You can't really handle yourself.
This is true. This
Yeah.
is true. He
Yeah.
he winks at you.
Wouldn't go well.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
She comes with me.
No. Yeah.
The rangers come with me. And he points at Renata's druids. They come with us.
Yeah.
Now, Stalks. And you see these 2. So he's talking to the tiger striped Tabaxi. And they're kind of looking at each other. Give them over. Come on. Best fighters. Now.
Come with us.
He kind of... Bye, Oren.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
You all need Dwarf Jesus.
It'll be okay. We'll do some RP storytelling. It was going to be a short session anyways. Some of us have very sick spouses. He says they have a little bickering back and forth because I'm not going to talk to myself as the DM because that's freaking awkward.
You sure?
Yeah,
it's really
I'm sure.
fun.
That's
do
fine.
enough of
Naraxis
that.
will get in on the persuasion, especially seeing that the dude is a full soldier.
You're getting the sense too that this tiger Tabaxi was going to do it anyways. He was just being stubborn. But he eventually tells you that his place is here because his job is to protect the clan. But he will send 4 of his best fighters. So that's 3 druids, 4 rangers, and 4 fighters. I have the stats for them. I will handle them when it comes down to that because they'll operate as units. The fighters have long swords and battle axes. The druids are fully decked out with a set of spells. And the rangers are very close in skill to 7 storms, so they hit pretty hard. Tread Softly comes over and says, now listen, this is all we can give you. If you're going to fight, you fight. Bring anyone back you can, especially this one. And she nudges you, Marble. I'm quite fond of her. Don't do anything stupid.
Never.
Okay. I don't believe you for a second, but...
Good.
I don't believe you for a second. You should wait until nightfall.
What's so special about night? Why
That's when you can see the portal.
Oh, good point.
And maybe we'll see some ghosts. Ooh.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
They're really
As long as they don't
spooky.
attack us.
Nah, I tried to set one on fire, but it didn't.
Are these rangers like massed casualty, like pumping out loads of arrows, or are they like individual shots at much higher damage?
They are longbowmen with 2 attacks.
I say like mass casualty.
It's not pretty. it's 7 has a +10 attack modifier, and they have a +8.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Pretty strong. Fluffy
Nice.
strong.
Renata comes over to you, Marble, and she just hands you a bundle. She says, "I'm not going to let you go without this."
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just, I don't know. I don't like any of it. I'm going to go back to my plants. Just, please be careful.
I'm always. I will be careful this time.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I get back, we can make some plants grow and make some soup. It'll be great.
That would be great. Yes. When you come back, I'll have the most of the roots should be done, and the and the violets should be ready. And she kind of wanders off. You're used to it by now.
Yeah. And
Yeah, she's already way off in the gardens, just like rooting around back in there.
What was in the bundle she gave me?
Oh, you unfold it? It's a cloak of protection, +1.
Oh, nice.
That one is nice.
Dope.
Plus 1 AC?
+1 to AC. Mhm.
And +1 to each spell save, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
saving throws.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's so good.
It's a dark green, in the green of the clan.
So it matches my armor.
Yep. Matches your armor perfectly. It looks like she was holding on to it for you. You guys can take a short rest here. You can, if you
Yes, please.
anybody needs to regain any more hit points, all of that.
Not hit points, but I get spells.
Okay. The wolves can roll hit dice. It'll be a D6 if need be.
1d6?
3d6. Yeah, I was trying to remember that. They feed you. They tell you about kind of where they're from. Marble, if you want to fill them in on that and tell that story.
Yeah, I'll tell them that story.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to add the cloak protection.
It's
Doesn't really want me to.
If you search for it, you can find it. Just drag
Yeah,
it
but
over.
it doesn't. Let's see. Let's see if it wants to. It doesn't really want to. I'll do that later. So we used to live somewhere else. It was in the. Oh, what's it called?
Dagger Bay. You were outside Dagger Bay.
We used to live in Dagger Bay, but we moved here, not really willingly, but people they were disappearing and stuff, and we got attacked by a lot of things and stuff, and we couldn't find the people that we lost, and they're still missing. But we think they got taken by it was a tiefling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a tiefling named Walken. And he's a really bad guy. He's not cool. He's really mean, and he was taking our people, and he's using them as slaves and stuff. He's selling them for slaves. So we moved here, And it's like, it's fine, like it's nice and all, but I liked it better there. Uh, but what's good here is that we have the ruins to play with, and like, uh, there's lots of woods to explore. Um, but we miss our people though.
Does this match up with the description I've gotten of another person residing in Dagger Bay?
No.
No.
The Imperialist, for all you have been told, and is a human.
But the slavery thing reminds me of what I saw
Yep.
earlier that morning.
Yep. Well, and Marble, I will just remind you that you guys were forced out through a combination of losing your people from Walken and when the Imperialists moved in.
Oh yeah,
And there was a power
they were
struggle there.
yeah. We're like forced out by like Imperials and stuff too. So there was like a lot of things that didn't want us to like live there, but we wanted to live there. So there was kind of like a conflict there, and we kind of had to give up because the elders didn't think it was safe to live there anymore. So we had to move our people here, and it was kind of long travel. But we're starting to get set up real nicely, and we have like a big garden. We make soups. It's pretty great.
So it's great soup.
It's
Pretty
good
great
soup. It's pretty
Yeah.
good soup. So you guys can take time here. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can, Alicia. It's just like I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think I can
snap
say
a
whatever's in my
pencil,
hand.
and then you can't. Yeah.
I guess I'm cutting weed, but I try. I get mad at least.
Yeah, but it's now things
Yeah.
are starting to connect.
Yeah.
And
Everything's connected.
yeah.
Alicia will just like look at Glass Marble and say just like that face that I'm going to Dagger Bay after this, and I'm gonna fucking get all the slaves free.
That would be pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds like a sweet plan.
are you going there alone?
Depends
Yeah.
if people will join me or not.
Like, as soon as you say you're going to
Nice,
interact, scoffs, like, no.
It's not.
Because, I mean, if you're going alone, I don't think you would make it very far because you kind of... I mean, not to be rude, but you seem... I mean... You know... I think you would need a healer or two.
Hey, Elijah can kick some really big butt.
Also,
Yeah.
that's what we have in
He
all
just had
info.
a bad day today.
Wow. Wow.
Love you, Sam.
Oh my god. See, only friends can shit talk on each other's D&D characters. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh my god. I love it. The elders of the tribe, of the clan, I should say, Tread Softly, Stalks the Night, and Renata, get you guys as squared away as possible. They give you rations. Their interest here is to make sure that nothing harms the clan or the surrounding woods. They do tell you that, and as they confirm, yes, the herd's meat is happening right now. So it's not, it wouldn't be, I should say, they're going to have enough trouble keeping the Ravagers who like to bother the herd's meat away from the clan. There are other druid clans, but they work together when need be, but there's an urgency to this to where, again, you're on a timeline type of thing. Yeah, and before I move into evening, when you guys go back to the ruins, is there anything else that anyone wants to do?
Alicia will get as much information as possible about Dagger Bay, the environment, and both the Imperialist and the other Walker. I get as much information as possible so she can be ready. Welcome.
Okay.
I just want to fill up on crossbow bolts, just on.
There are plenty here to be had.
Yes. Little.
Like,
I'm gonna...
set the two groups running through, like, fighting together, and then sits down with Shadow Book and is now flicking through, just looking for, like, rather than Ralashaz, it's now the bones of the earth. He's like, that's probably in here somewhere. Like,
Make that investigation check with advantage. What did you want to do, Marble? What did you want to do? Did you want to do something?
I was just gonna say that I was gonna go like find the kids and be like, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, but I want you to be really nice. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And when I get back, you're gonna tell me what you've done and how much fun you've had,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have more fun.
Okay.
Like even more fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little redheaded
until-
half-elf girl who's kind of tugging on you. Wait, Marble.
Yeah.
Hey, look! Look. And she goes,
Yeah.
poof, and produces flame in her hand. I did
Hey,
it. I
that's
did it.
really great. That's
I did
really
it.
great.
I did it. She's
And
like
it didn't
5.
even take. Yeah.
I did it.
You're really good.
Thanks.
And I think when you get older, you're gonna be just as good as me, maybe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. And then I can teach you some other spells.
Can you teach me fireball?
I don't know that one that well, but you know what I can teach you though?
What?
Well, I can try to teach you Wall of Fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's a bit more powerful though, so we have to be a bit more careful.
Okay.
But, yeah. But also, I can teach you Flame Blade. That one's pretty great. Oh, and I can teach you Fairy Fire.
Okay.
But it's not real fire,
Ow.
but kind of. It's more that kind of fire that's like, kind of like fireflies, because it's kind of like, ooh.
Okay. Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
it's
fight
gonna be
bad
good.
guys.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. And she runs off. Narax says, all you heard from a tiny half-elf child was fireball. And it's like, oh god. Duck. Oh shit.
how do you like? Oh no, we're fine. Like,
With an 18, the book responds to you with an image of, well, a very particular image. I'm trying to find it. Where is my thing? Oh no, I don't have it. I will send it to you. I thought I put it in here. I didn't. It is a tiered, almost like inverted pyramid. A tiered section far underground. The drawing's not super accurate, but you get enough sense of what it's going to look like.
it's like steps leading down to a
Kind of.
thing.
Kind of. I'll put it into Discord for you.
Yeah.
So you can see it later. But yeah. I've never seen anything like it. It looks bizarre. It doesn't look dwarven either.
Does the picture like stay, or does it like?
It stays there.
It's just like now like wandering through the group. Like, nope, not a dwarf thing. Okay, I'll see if maybe Hazel knows. Just like
With my expertise knowledge of architecture.
well, like he knows it's not a dragon board.
Nope.
Um,
It doesn't match any culture. It looks totally foreign.
Weird and ancient. Well, yep, that sounds like our problem.
That sounds like
We've been there before.
Oh man, I love it. Okay. The night slowly falls, and you guys can make your way back to the ruins.
Yep.
Okay.
To the ruins.
Alrighty, let me just grab all the tokens here, because it's like a pile of them. Yep.
I'm going to command Crimson Fang to just always.
The child!
Oh my! What the hell? No! Kill it immediately!
It was my old map. Sorry. Well, I could really
Fool
freak you
me
guys out,
once,
but
shame on
Yeah.
you. Fool me twice, you die.
Shame on you for
Oh,
the
man.
no.
Okay.
Just doesn't even pause. Just two hands.
All the spells.
Oh
All
my
the
god.
Not again. What?
And in the middle of the ruins,
Oh Jesus!
the ground has cracked, and this bluish energy is kind of wavering there now.
That's the portal.
Yikes.
Into the portal we go.
It looks ancient and ominous. Perfect.
Sounds like our history.
Well, and Marble, you and Seven know this. You can't get past the portal.
No, you can't get in.
Mm-mm.
Arcana check?
Sure.
Wait, who can't get in?
You guys can't. You guys have tried
17.
Oh,
to
okay,
get
yeah.
in, and you haven't been able to do it. 17. It's vaguely reminiscent of a portal you encountered a long, long time ago. But this one is much stronger.
Which one?
The
My brain
one
is...
over the
Is it
tomb
the
of the
one-
Zealot.
Yeah, in the desert.
It is.
Oh, so dispel...
The like barrier.
That
Yeah.
was broken, wasn't it? That was
It's-
like
I
already
had- yeah.
broken.
So, I have dispel magic. I'm just gonna say this out loud. I can dispel magic, but like, that might end up destroying the portal, and therefore we can't get in.
Didn't you say you have something in our access? You
So
What do
I
you
have
need that?
I have two thoughts. I don't really like either of them right now. One is much safer than the other, so I will try that first.
First, Naraxis, I can ritual cast detect magic to learn what kind of school it is, at least.
You do that. I need to.
Yeah, and that will take 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, if I ritual
10
cast it.
plus the level of the
I-
spell.
Yeah, it's a first level spell.
So 11.
Yeah, like ritual cast, so I don't have
Sure.
to use the spell slot.
Understood.
So I'm just gonna sit down and do that while the others come up with like some sort of plan to attack this.
Okay, so does anyone need like a little bit of like speed boost during like does someone need to like move a bit further? Like, because I can like make you move a little bit faster for an hour.
Orin. What?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he'll
yes,
take
where did
it.
the-
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
So
Yeah, because then you can move 10 feet faster every round, and it lasts for an hour.
Wait until we're actually
yeah,
starting.
I'd hold off.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but it takes
Yeah,
but
he'll-
it takes my entire turn though. I don't want to do it like when we get in battle, because then like I can't
Okay.
kill stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
right before, if you guys get he's like, maybe if we get this open, like right before we step in, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm-
that sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Right. First, I need to get these guys organized. Right. I need a line of guys with shields and swords, intersperse the guys with the +2s, so if there are demons, you're going to have a better time than they are. Right? Put your face masks on, because they stink. I have no idea why, but they stink.
maybe they need to like take a bath.
Right, archers. Silver arrows, you hold on to those. Stinky demon things. They get the silver ones. Orcs, you rip to your heart's content. You lot can decide. I need 2 of your best. If you see anyone mumbo-jumboing, waving their hands, a wand, a stick, whatever, 2 of you are going to be waiting to put an arrow in whatever the hell it is.
So we gotta kill some stuff.
Yeah, that's the short version of it. Yeah.
Cool.
Now, while you get yourselves organized and decide who's in the front and who's behind them with a pike or a spear or whatever can reach? I have to ask someone a question.
I'm gonna turn around to like the people from my clan and I'll go like, okay, so the plan is there's some like bad things that smell really badly, and we're gonna kill all of them.
The one ranger, a kind of a snow white leopard spotted ranger Tabaxi steps up to you and just nods and says, "We'll do what we need to, Marble. No worries.
Yeah.
We would never let the clan fall. Not to this.
Not to this. Not today.
Not to this."
And all of us druids, we have some healing, but I think they have one healer or something.
Yes, the druids, just so you guys know, because I have their stats. Where's the thingy? Yeah, the druids have cure wounds.
Yeah.
But they also have fairy fire, bark skin, and stinking cloud, and call lightning, and dispel magic.
Hey, so I can get them to dispel it if I don't want to.
Yeah, if you want, you can. Yeah, one of them, it's a human woman, older, steps up and she says, "Well, we'll try."
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
First, you to finish the ritual casting and make a
No.
plan.
Oh, okay.
But don't we have a plan?
No.
I have two, but I don't know if they'll work. Okay. Okay.
But I have one thought though, because if there's like, if we get there and they're like kind of far away, and we have a lot of people with like ranged attacks, so we don't really need to get close. I can put up like a wall of fire, as you might want to call it, like a firing wall or like wall of fire. Very great. I can pull up that so they hurt in the fire and they're stuck behind the wall unless they want to go like into the wall.
Yep. If you can cut their forces in half, the reinforcements can get through without being hurt. It'll give us more time to kill the front.
Yeah.
And it's also, I can make it really long so that they have to go around it if I can't close them off.
I mean, I'm really hoping that it's tunnels. Just because then, like,
because then I can
12
put it like
guys.
at an angle so that I can hit many and also close it off.
The druids also have access to grasping vine.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Yep.
If need be. And Seven Storms has access to something called Magic Circle, which could envelop all of you and protect from certain types of energy. So
Nice.
there's some offense and defense.
Druids, man.
I can also, if we need some reinforcement, I can conjure some beings to help us. But they're a little squishy, they can't really last very long, but it helps. But I can also conjure like a fiery being, like a big thing of just fire, and it just goes around and like sets things on fire and kills things.
So, I'll tell them all the things we know. Like, fire is probably not going to be effective against the big dude in the red armor. Like, the demons probably won't care about poison. The orcs will definitely hate fire and poison and any other nasty shit you want to throw at them. Like,
But some of them can't get hurt by poison or fire.
or like not as much. It's more worthwhile.
Okay.
Like,
Stop laughing at me.
magic attacks good against demons, but not the poison. And he's like going through things. This thing for this thing, this thing for this thing. Like, they have silver arrows for demons, and magic like normal swords for orcs. It's like a whole like.
She's just like nodding, like and it goes through one ear and out the other. Like
Like for like the people paying attention, realize like all that stuff that was on the wall and everything. This is like probably not a bad idea. Like it's very obvious done this before. But
Your
then
axes. Naraxis. Standing
So
across
many
from you
acts.
near Olrin is the half-orc woman. No armor. Just fighting leathers.
Snake.
You get a better look at her. Long, tangled black hair, jutting tusks, massive arms crossed over her chest. This is what you made it for. It's supposed to break the strongest, foulest of magics. You don't need to prove anything to anyone but yourself. Break open the ground.
He's like takes the axe in both hands, and, like lifts it above his head, like repeats her like never flee, stand tall in the face of corruption, and then he just hammers it into this portal, like both hands as hard as he can, just on the last line of the third verse, just slams it.
You guys were all talking and all of this was happening, and you just see Naraxis walk over to the ground, the circle, pull his massive weapon out, and bring it down with both hands into the middle of this broken earth. And the whole area, boom! I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. Everybody.
Fuck. Why did I do the fucking ritual casting that if you were just gonna destroy everything? 21.
19.
Not bad. Constitution saving throw. Oh, bloody hell, really good. 24.
Okay.
It's only a 9.
Oh.
Okay, Hazel. Hazel, you go prone. Hazel goes flying.
Ah!
You actually go this way and slam into this wall. You're going to take just a little bit of damage.
Is that flaccid? Naraxis, we agreed you would talk for doing stuff!
Bam! She cracks her head, doing 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You got a goose egg back there now.
Someone rolling for Olin and Volkar?
Yeah, I did. Volkar actually failed, as did Olrin, so they both went flying. I feel like Volkar, well, it was Torkel at the time, have had this problem before. Bam! You guys just, they could just go poof.
Did we take any damage?
Yeah, they each took 2 points of damage. It's
Okay,
not
so I
any-
had 2.
You took 4.
I took 4, okay.
Yeah. It's not anything like awful. It was more just like you cracked your head. 7 made it, but barely. He kind of dug his back claws into the ground. Everybody else succeeded. The druids kind of went flying back. They took a little bit of damage.
Oh god, do my wolves have to roll too?
Your wolves are okay. They're all right. They're low enough to the ground to where they can just kind of do this. And as you guys look, standing over the circle.
Fuck.
Don't do that. Oh my god. Is your little purple friend.
Fuck.
The ground is open now. And the portal has dimmed to just kind of a sheer blue light over the opening. The flame is gone. Naraxis, your weapons in your hand, and you're looking at this figure that you've talked to before. And you feel just kind of heat wash over you, but it's warmth more than anything else. And you guys look at Naraxis and you watch his arm knit itself back together. Forsaken Edge has been awakened. So I'm going to give you that card.
Oh god. Oh god.
So there is a new element to the weapon. I'm going to let you all see it because I think it's some shit. So we can resolve that later. And this little figure is kind of looking, and he says, "Okay, so here's the deal, right? I do this, I'm kaput. No more. But you gotta catch him before he finds and uses the bones. So it's like self-sacrifice, because if I don't, your world ends. And I don't want that. So here's the answer. You all, and Marvel, you're hearing this and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on? This is this little shrouded figure in like a purple robe, no face that you can see except for two gold eyes, and like dark grayish purple skin with just rings and bracelets all over the hands. And he's flashing his hands, and he's tiny. He's tiny. He's smaller than Elysia. He's itty bitty. And he's talking real fast. So you guys know you're not supposed to be here, right? You died. And we died. And some of us made contingency plans, right? And Ralashaw's a little shit. Definitely did. I don't think any of us realized what he was going to be doing. Because he's an asshole. I made a plan, which is why I'm here now. But here's the deal. You gotta stop him. You gotta stop her.
Who's her?
She doesn't have a name.
The Witch Queen with the green cloak.
Nah, that's somebody else.
How many of you are there?
A few.
Is it her wife? No, his wife?
Nah.
Girlfriend?
Nah.
Fiance?
Sister?
But, hey, that's a cat person.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. No, I
You're
dig it,
a
though.
thing.
I am a thing.
I like your style. It's pretty great.
Thanks.
Ooh.
You gotta find him before he uses the bones, right? So the bones were part of the ritual ground that we would go to replenish our powers. Gotta stop him. How it survived, I got no idea. But if the bones survived, then some of the obsidian survived too. Right? Because there used to be a statue here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's already consumed it. So he's already more powerful.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. We used to. It's a thing. Anyways, and he looks at you, Neuraxis. He says, "Tempest's obsidian still stands." That's where he's going. A lot of them don't exist anymore, but I get it. Like he and Tempest, they hated each other, and Ralashaz wants his power back. And if he can give Tempest the middle finger, all the better. With me?
Yes.
He like
Cool.
kneels down to hit the right height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Come here, big guy. Come here.
Do I know
Now-
of the statue the thing is talking about?
Yeah, it was a statue that used to be in the ruins of Warren Drassig,
Yeah.
the tyrant. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
It
but
was
like,
consumed.
yeah, but it did say something about another statue.
Somewhere far below the earth.
Okay, but I don't know anything about that one.
Nope. No
Okay.
idea. This is all real fucking weird to you, Marvel.
Yeah.
But you're in. He kind of holds out a hand to you, and then he pulls back, and he pushes that hood back. And you guys see a very handsome, but very small, halfling man. And he winks at you, and he says, "So, this is it, right? This is how I looked to, people who followed me. I always had like a little wink and a smile for them, and I helped them tell their stories and make sense of their world. Only the most devout ever saw my real face.
Pretty good face.
Yeah, well, I like my
Yeah.
other one better." And he does this, and that image disappears, and now all you see is inky black fog and bright gold eyes.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think I like that face even better.
I was Boz, god of music and revelry and wine. I was the one who made the alcohol warm your belly, who inspired your songs, who made you feel light as air when you were dancing a jig. And Neuraxis, he grabs you by the front of your armor and he pulls you down. You cannot break that. It's impossibly strong. Fix our mistake. And then forget me. That world of us, of the others, of Tempest and Vogon and Obadhai and Fortuba and Istis and Ralashaz and the Wayfinder, it's gone. Do not dwell on what's been lost. And he lets you go, and then he looks at Volkar and he says, live for now. Make it count.
We'll
And
get
he
your scroll, Baz.
disappears, and the portal and the ground is open to you.
Oh.
I have some things for Volkar to give him. Volkar's kind of glowing a little bit. He gains an extra bardic inspiration along with something else. And you see that empty-eyed mask, the symbol of Boz, carved into the earth. And beneath it in common is written, write a new song for all to hear. And you have witnessed the death of an old god.
Second that, right?
Again.
That was the son. He
No,
wasn't
but
really...
But then his dad kind of.
Oh.
So
Did
this
it
was
die?
kind
From
of...
the same.
This was more of a self-sacrifice.
Okay.
Oh.
And-
So that was
But
strange.
he died of.
Yeah.
Let's make his sacrifice count.
Let's do this!
You heard him. And he just, like, thumps his chest, points at the soldiers, and just fucking starts going.
Alicia is following.
Okay.
Let's go!
Me too.
You guys jump in, and just as the wolves pass through and everyone gets through, the portal seals itself off. And you are without your soldier allies.
Ah!
You have your druid folks with
Antagonists
you, but
only.
the Taldore soldiers are locked away. And as you guys land on the other side...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
So
you're
that's-
okay. The forces are
Okay.
with you. Yeah. Everything came with me apparently when I copied it. And you guys, like, wind and just darkness kind of envelop your senses. And there's pressure on the backs of your eyes. And then you recall the oracle's words. It came to me at once. A void. As blank as a starless night. Like the gaping maw of a kraken just waiting to devour. Soulless. Meaningless. And we're going to stop there.
Oh,
Sam is going to join us in January for a game or two more. We have a very special one-shot on December 30th that Sam is also joining us for. Because a few folks, so Elysia, Neuraxis, Ulrin, and Sam, I do believe is the crew, are going to play a special heist one-shot. It's called a Simple Heist. And they are going to be members of the Shadow Dancers, an elite thief ring operating out of Exandria, mostly Taldore, and they're taking one last job before they retire. Should be easy, right? Right?
yeah.
Should be totally easy. So
Yeah.
we will
Gonna
be
be
back
so
with that.
easy.
I wish Hazel could join us.
Yeah.
I know, it's okay. We'll do more one-shots. We have lots of charity work we're going to be doing next year anyways. There'll be lots of things that we have planned. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Happy holidays, everybody. Warmth and cheer and all of that loveliness. I am probably going to be day drinking. Just because I can. And we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And I'll kick us off from live.